Your grand uncle's boy. So he's not actually related to you. Yeah? Everyone understands when I say your grand uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah? His boy comes with him.
And his bursts.
His man's got bursts and he's just loose. Think of Tongo if he drank 10 years from now. And he's messing around with aunt.
Say no more, cuz.
And he's pissing your mum off.
Oh no, I'm getting at you.
Not in a way that he's just, your mum's like, you know what, thank you, you know.
I'm getting at you respectfully.
I think that's soft. If someone's pissing my mum off, I'm interjecting.
It doesn't matter who they are.
You know, if you were saying that this grand uncle is in a function and he's running down my daughter's friends, that's when you say this situation, that's what I'm thinking about. So if it's that situation, am I chiefing the man? That's what is that what you're saying? Yeah, of course.
To me, that's a bit too hard.
Yeah,
like,
but what it is, you have to be hard for it to hit. Like what you're saying is, like my mum, no one ain't saying nothing to my mum. I don't need to.
You're
to say
saying
nothing.
that, but your mum's cool. She's got her drink. She's got her little food. She's talking to your daughter or your son or whatever the case may be. And this guy is just not leaving her alone. He's around. He's.
Nah, it's
I mean, it's my mum, so I probably won't do it.
Your mum's back on him.
She'll probably do it herself. But if it was to the point where she gives me the look,
Okay, different.
then yeah, I'm talking out and loud and making everyone realise
And you're chiefing up an elder.
you're getting chiefed up.
I'm on that.
But you're an elder in a sense as well.
Yeah,
so
you're
there
my
should
boy.
be
I heard that.
there should be that obviously respect level for both of you. And then when it comes to a female as well, then as a man in this day and age, I know I was training man that if it's a female in your family or a female friend, you protect no matter what. I think that's lost right now. So for me, I wouldn't violate to the sense of violence, but there'll be a conversation that may be stern, like you said. Yeah, there'll be a violation. Like,
But it's an elder though. I say you're
some
with
kind of
elders,
violence.
yeah. But he's got grays everywhere. We've only got a little couple grays in the beard, but my man's got grays everywhere.
it's
And
true, but
Speak for
you
yourself.
because of
Doesn't matter.
age, there
Then
should
you
be
should
a
know how to
respect
act, innit?
level. That's the thing. There's got to be a
Then you should know how to
respect level.
act.
No, but alcohol changes people's perception of reality and the world. So that's the issue. If to what your point, my mum's handling herself. If my mum gives me the look, then Goku in there, boom, instant transmission, and we do what we need to do.
the thing is, I would do it, but I think I'll just find it hard to.
What?
No, I've done it, so I'm thinking.
Okay.
You've
was
chiefed
it
up an
hard?
elder.
Yeah.
I can
Like,
imagine.
was it hard? No.
Was it an elder you respected?
Yeah. I did it. Imagine, I used to run a domino night in Belmonte, innit?
Mm.
And I was what, 20? Wait, this is before money. So I was what, 22, 21? And these guys were in their 60s. And they used to get touchy, feely with the weight and stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that's.
And that's the thing. It depends on the level of violation to the level of reaction.
We already said that,
However,
man.
you're still getting chiefed up.
It's an elder though, man. The reason why I say that is because I had an encounter with an elder and I had to tell him to settle himself. And then dealt with the situation. But after that, on the drive home, I felt bad.
You got to feel bad because obviously of how you were trained and how you were raised to respect elders. But at the end of the day, there's that common respect that should
Really?
go both ways. And if it doesn't go both ways, then someone needs to be checked. Because at the end of the day, you do that you don't stop that violation, then he does it to someone else. And he does it to someone else. And where does the escalation stop? And that's the problem. So if you don't check him
At the
at that
family
point,
function, just acting up.
acting up. And you know, as you said, there could be young kids there or young females there, and he's done it the older lot, and then he goes to the. Then where's the line?
Yeah,
so
but
if you stop
you're
it,
gripsing up an old man and then dragging him out
But
the
that's-
function.
no, dragging him up,
Not
that's a bit
grips him up and
harsh.
dragging him out. That's
But it's
a bit weird, man. Them.
I talk, if it was a family member, a family friend, then I'd be like, talk to him, or if I'll talk to him, and we'll just escort him slightly out, or maybe it's time to get a cab.
All I've learned is that you lot are just the fucking crew. Right?
All right. Let's get to this podcast. What are we saying?
Cool.
Okay. This is the eMpTy podcast, and I'm your host for today, Tongo. You don't know I'm in the building. To the left of me, we have.
Man like citrus, yaga yo 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 yo, lighter. All right.
To the right of me, we have.
Buddy in the building, aka the truth.
To the far left, we have.
Sirelli, ever so slightly broken and working on getting licked.
On the Inside left, we
Pause.
have.
That's a massive pause. Rain_Nelson_445.
And our special guest today is man like
JJ. Happy to be here.
JJ. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I swear he had a thing, bruv.
Brother.
He was going to JJ.
And then it's like,
Hey, look, that's what I'm saying, bro. I am
JJ,
lucky
you're
enough
okay.
to be one of the I am one of the co-founders of Pretty Shoe Corner London, which is the first black-owned, black-run sneaker convention.
Okay. And when is that looking to be?
That is May the 31st, so
May
pretty
the 31st,
soon, basically.
okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah,
I don't
where is
know.
it?
But is that the right thing? Because there's a history to you, and you've gone to 2026.
So it started like this, if I'm honest with you. I've been going to sneaker conventions for...
Whoa. We
Yeah.
need backstories.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
backstory.
Hold on. Let him land.
Right. Okay.
We'll
sorry.
get to these
Sorry.
shoes.
So we
Okay.
can go
Yeah.
from when I first fell in love with shoes, or we can go from there. So,
I want to know what happened in primary school, bruv.
all right, there we go. So,
Tongo's in charge.
1986,
Matty.
Jordan 4s. My aunt was living in the States. Most of my family are in the States. I realized that shoes were a huge thing because I got a pair of Jordan 4s. Went downstairs to play football with everybody, not realizing what they were. My neighbor reminded me what they were. And I was like, what do you mean? They're just
Red
a pair of
4s then,
shoes.
yeah?
Yeah. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, they're Jordans. And I'm like, who's Jordan? They're just a pair of shoes. I hadn't realized that my aunt had been buying me Jordans all the time. So for me, they just became shoes. So when I saw the effect it had... Okay, I'm one of those... I'm lucky, let's just say I was blessed as a child when it came to certain things. Well off. So when it came to me and the love, it just kind of grew and grew and grew. And it became a thing of where it went from I buy a pair of shoes once every 2 months. And then it went to once every month. Then it went to 3 pairs a month. And then now I'm about 1,700 pairs in.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I've known you probably 15, 20 years now.
Right now.
So, tell us about JJ primary school from why you got in. I knew you obviously from promoting events. So, why did you get into promoting events? How did you get into promoting events?
Funny.
What was the event you promoted? Why you stopped?
So some people
sort
may
of
know
things.
me from a rave called Text Me from way back when. And
If you know, you know.
if you know, so it was Jubilee weekend. Silk must have messaged me to come bring a mini disc, and that shows you
Who's
how
Silk?
Silk is basically the guy that got me into promoting.
Okay.
He is someone that changed my life, if I'm honest with you,
Shout out to
because
Silk.
he showed
guy,
me
still.
100%.
Diana
like,
Tree Easy.
he got a group of black guys that basically were from total different areas. So myself, I'm from East, Margot's from East, a lot of people from South, North, all over the place, and put us in an environment where we were doing West End clubs. Like, so I was doing Sound in Leicester Square, I did China Whites, I did 10 Rooms, I did Funky Buddha. I did all these clubs just because of the back of what we were doing. And it was just like, oh, this is cool. I enjoy this. So it just kept going and going. And then after a while, if I'm honest, I left because the scene just got a bit weird. I realized when I started doing my own events and moved from Silk, as you know, Niaz, I had to take Niaz to meetings. I could go to a meeting before, but I needed someone else, another face to look for them to feel comfortable. And then it was a thing of where I had to say, maybe Niaz, you may need to go to the meetings because obviously we can't get the club. And then I realized, we're not being allowed in the clubs anymore. And we got pushed further and further out. So we were talking obviously earlier. We were all in City. We run City for years. We could go in any club and any bar and get a club. Now you've had the background checks, you've got this, how many nights you've done, and it just became a problem just to put a night on. So I stopped, and I miss it, but I think raving changed anyway, and I don't think I was ready for the time for raving to change. I was very old school, be outside till 4 o'clock in the morning flyering. I couldn't be in this new age where it was just send a text message, send a DM, and that's it, because mine was always a personal connection. I think everybody here, when they were doing raves, that's what they loved. I know me and Tongo, I said earlier, me and Tongo used to sit outside clubs for an hour talking about cartoons. And that was just a vibe that we had, and people would sit there and correspond to us and have that love for it. But now you don't see that anymore. Like, I still got CDs from back in the day of where people used to get, oh, there's my CD here, there's my CD there. I remember when I was going to Rob's studio, Rob was burning CDs on that big CD burner he had. And you're sitting there like, now,
Rob, you know.
yeah.
Distribution 101.
Forgot about
The
Rob.
first thing I saw Rob in
D101,
Walthamstow last week.
I saw him Carnival last
Yeah,
year. It
and
was
that's
mad.
the thing. So days, all these guys, Elliot and Ness, I was around all of these foundation people.
Shouted.
And we'll have a conversation. But that obviously, I was around all these people and just learned. And I was a kid. Obviously, I started when I was 20 years old. So for me, I was the kid that was different because obviously I lived here and I lived in the States. So I never fit in. So for me, when I come in here, it was like, where can I fit in? Where's this lane I can fit in that I'm comfortable and I can be myself? And it happened to be raving. So I just carried on going from there. And I was just that different guy because no one knew who I was. It was just like, where did you suddenly appear from? Where are you from? You're from the States. Okay. And that's what everyone just stuck with. So you're the American guy. And I was like, okay, I'll take that moniker. That's me. And then it just carried on and carried on. And now here I am doing my own event, just trying to get that passion back.
And selling hats.
And selling hats, yeah. That's another one of my little side thing. I do buy a lot of clothes, and half the time I don't even wear them. So I'll go through my wardrobe every couple of months and go, okay, I'm not wearing that, not doing that, and I'll just get rid of them, put it in a group, and see who wants something new.
Sorry. Maybe it's just me, and if it is me, I'm the old one in the room. I accept that. You said you have 1,700 pairs of trainers.
Yeah.
And nobody flinched.
I did, but here it is.
17. Have you got 3 yards?
My house in Hackney has about 300 in my room, 2 storage units, and my mum's house in Miami.
Wow.
So there's a whole room. Like let's say, funny story, where I was working my last job, I was there for 18 months. They had never seen me in the same pair of shoes twice. One of my exes had never seen me in the same pair of shoes because I refuse. I plan my outfits like a week in advance. I know exactly what I'm going to wear just because of my shoes.
No, that's mad.
Me and you can't be friends, blood.
I'm cutthroat when it comes to my boys don't like me because they know I'm literally that. What are you doing? What are you wearing? Because I come from a styling history. My sister is the NFL, created the last 3 NFL shows. So Bad Bunny, Kendrick, and Dr. Dre. She created that whole show. So for me, I was around that as a kid and saw that. She did that. I remember she did the Essence magazine with Nia Long. I was there. I watched that and I was just like, oh, this is amazing. You just put clothes on people and they just love you for it. And then once that bug came, I just put everything together, and then styling just became so easy. So I just looked at clothes and, oh, I can put that together. Oh, that's easy enough. And it's been 20 years.
You ever come back on the podcast and you were in them same trainers, we're allowed to rush you or something?
100%.
Rush you.
100%. I only wore these because Rains was here today. So I knew Rains was coming with heat. So I thought, all right, let me bring these ones out. I changed the laces and everything.
I hope the camera
I'm
picks
not
it up.
rushing. I'll just take them.
Show the camera.
These are the shoes of the last year, the Nigel Sylvester Brick by Bricks. I have to thank my boy for that. He literally went to Newcastle and slept outside the store. Outside
Newcastle End.
My bro, my Concord 11s, I flew to LA and picked them up.
So Rain, as our in-house, trainer man, you have to.
Yeah, how many pairs have you got?
No. Just respond with something on our behalf.
How many pairs have I got? I don't know. I don't count.
Guess the last count, rough.
The last count was probably about 5 years ago, and it might have been about 400 or 500.
Okay.
Since then, a lot's come out. You get rid of a lot of stuff. But yeah, it's just,
What are you wearing, man? Come on, crash him.
I'm wearing the first Travis Scott.
Show the camera,
man.
I'm wearing the first Travis Scott 4s. Rare-ish. Yeah, quite rare.
Not bad.
So you can't just come in there and dump in the place.
Go around with what are you wearing? Show the camera.
Show the
Come on. Where you going with this, bro?
Yeah.
All right, P6000.
Yep.
They're the current trend.
Yeah. They were a gift from my kids.
Classic 90s.
I got my socks on. You lot come with some bullshit. If I knew this,
I don't understand this.
I would have gone shopping and
Don't
bought
worry
that.
about that.
No,
Come on,
you've
come on.
got to.
What
You've got to.
Show us what we got. What we got?
Yeah,
Oh,
safe.
the TNs, all right. And I got the 95 big bubbles. All right.
Did you buy them? Because they only came out the other day.
Yeah, I bought them.
No, of course not. You bought them, but did you buy them for this?
No.
Yeah. That's what yesterday.
No way.
I would have felt special if we did. I'm not gonna lie. I would have
I
felt
picked them
special.
up today on the way to the podcast. Boxes in the car.
I understand.
Boxes in the car. That's why I was
Funny
late.
story. I wanted to wear a different pair of trainers, which are in my yard, but by accident, I went to my brother's house, left my bag with my keys in there, and today's been so busy, I'm gonna have to link him
I had to go
to
and
get
buy
my keys.
I had to go and buy these.
So these are just ones that I already had
Oh,
elsewhere.
like that. Just had them sitting there.
You still got the off-white 4s?
Very nice.
Yeah, is it even worn them?
the sell ones, isn't it?
The ones that, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't touched them. They're still in the box. Fresh.
You better do something.
Them and the unions as well.
The unions are dropped. But anyway, sorry, interrupted. Go.
Anyhow, so I like that JJ brought all this fashion in because today's subject is about fashion and popular culture in the UK and our USA connection. With that in mind, what is your comfort piece of clothing or footwear? Going around the room, I'll start with Sirelli.
So I have to put a little bit of a cap on this. Are we talking about just every day, or are we talking about traveling? Because when I'm traveling, I'm totally different. I want the most comfortable trainers, clothes, anything I can wear. So what were we talking about? Church? What were we talking about? Working?
Went to church.
Yeah, bro.
Just you're having a casual day. But it might be something that's like your favorite item in your wardrobe. It might be
So casual day, just chilling. A tracksuit has to be the one all the way. I love a tracksuit. It just comfort. I must admit, I'm not a tech fleece or any of those kind of tracksuit kind of guy. I do have a Lululemon tracksuit.
Is
Lululemon.
that for ballerinas?
That's actually new fashion, though.
Yeah.
It's new fashion. They're not, yeah.
for children.
So whatever he says, just say yeah, innit? Yeah. So I'm comfortable in a Lululemon tracksuit. Just any. When it comes to
Keep
trainers,
saying it, right? You're gonna make it sound better.
But I don't worry.
You keep saying it
yo,
like-
yo,
Say Lululemon.
showing the age. Showing the
Say
age.
with your chest.
Showing the
I'm
age.
just saying, if you don't know, you don't know.
They don't
innit?
know, bro. They don't know.
Fair enough.
We know, but
Certain things I don't need to know. Massive difference.
You know when he's
good for you.
in the next 5-10 years.
That, to be fair, I'm not like you with the trainers thing. I wait for my kids to give me a pair. This is a Christmas present and them kind of things there. So, yeah. But that would be my comfort. I'm just going out. That's me.
JJ.
Fear of God tracksuit, just to chill in, and then can't go wrong with a pair of Air Force Ones.
Okay.
I would say they're the most white Air Force Ones, not the black ones. So just so everyone's clear on that one. The black Air Force Ones has a connotation under them, and I don't.
So, as you say that, we have to take a little put. Have you not seen that Costco are now selling Air Force Ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what version they're selling. Everyone thinks that the Air Force One's white.
Yeah.
There's just one
Just one
version.
for- yeah,
There's
exactly.
two different versions, LV8s and something else. I don't know what ones they're selling them for 70 buff,
Yeah.
which is mad.
This is what I'm saying. So, it doesn't really matter what one it is because people.
Well,
are
it
gonna
does.
go-
It does. It
No,
does.
to people like that, no,
Yeah.
it means something. But to the average grandma,
It's a good look.
to
Yeah,
their mum, for mums that are buying trainers for their kids, and
it's in the UK though.
Let me just say this. I do not wear Air Force Ones. I hate them.
So I don't.
I hate
I'm
them.
I'm with you.
I don't wear them.
I hate them.
So you wouldn't get the new pattern
I,
leather ones that
any,
are coming
I don't
out?
care what.
Oh, forget that.
Oh,
Unless
can't
they
wait
give
for
me
those.
gifts given to me, I might wear those to say, all right, I've worn them, but I'm getting rid of them as soon as possible, or they're just going to be in the box
Yeah.
forever.
First
I
person I've
hate them.
ever heard say that.
I don't
I'm
wear them
actually
either.
shocked by that. Most
I
people.
hate
I don't
them.
hate them. I don't have many Air Force Ones, and I've probably worn 2 pairs of Air Force Ones out doing something.
I've got 2 pairs,
Oh,
and the 2 pairs that I've got, I didn't buy them.
I hate.
Hold on!
didn't quite make
Let me
sense.
land! Let me land!
None, bro. Minus none.
I despise them. I despise them.
Keep calm, let me land.
Okay.
I got them. I got them.
Not
Because-
precious.
This is ruined my queue, bruv. I got them because they were accidentally delivered to my yard. Coincidentally, in
your
my
size.
size.
And you're stolen.
Yeah.
What
And I
did you
kept
get?
them.
A couple pairs.
2 pairs. A
So
brown,
twice that happened. I need to move where you
a
live.
brown suede pair, and a black and red kind of, not glossy, but I can't explain it, pair. And that's the only reason I've had them.
Yeah.
And I probably worn each of them
Why'd you
twice.
keep them? Why'd you keep them?
But,
Because
I want to
they
know
are
why you picked them
trainers.
up.
They're trainers.
No,
I don't know why you picked them up.
Because they're trainers.
Because I hate
love
them.
trainers.
I
And they were
hate
in my size. And they're so down in free.
Listen, makes
That's why I
sense.
kept them.
am the hate.
Yeah. But
That's why I kept them.
yeah.
But I hate them.
I don't
Yeah,
like
we
them.
know
I've
you
never
hate
had
them.
them. Never bought a pair. Never taken a pair that weren't mine.
I'm actually amazed. I've never heard a group of guys say they don't like Air Force Ones.
I just for me, there's better trainers out there.
Are they even comfortable?
I think that if you buy the right size,
Buy the
they
right
are.
size, and if you're used to Air Force Ones,
No,
like,
the answer is no.
I see people walking around.
Not
like
a
ducks.
long walk at Carnival.
No.
It hurts.
Don't want to crease it. Don't want to this. So you're
My
walking.
Been
bedroom
there, done that.
only wears Air Force. He doesn't wear no other trainer. They are comfortable for him because he's got the right size. A lot of things about trainers and how they hurt, because Jordan 4s are apparently supposed to hurt your foot. Buy the right size. And this is an unpopular opinion. People are going to say, oh, no. Buy the right size. If you think you're a 7 and you buy a pair of Jordan 4s, go to a size 8 and they will fit better.
But they look too big.
half a size up. Half
Go
a size up.
man.
Half a
It's not
size
gonna
up.
kill you,
If
bro.
you're not sure, what I always say, half a size up
Yeah.
with any trainer, and you'll be fine. There are the variables, which Adidas have variables where you have to half size down to make it fit, and the Prestos you have to half size down.
Oh, Prestos.
I found my pair my USA pair literally yesterday. I was like,
I got a couple of those.
those-
I've never opened
You know
those
them.
are my carnival shoes.
I take
for
that
life.
back. Prestos for me, especially the ones without the laces.
Yes.
Oh my God, they were the ones. We bought like 5 pairs.
I can't remember. I went to America when they was popular, and I must have bought about 10 pairs back, boy. It was madness.
Magic.
It was madness.
Can't beat Prestos. Prestos are one of those shoes you can slip on, go shop, go carnival, go raving, go anywhere, and it's just comfortable. I wear them on the beach.
They need to bring
I don't
them
like
back.
my feet being out in
They're
sand
still
or
around.
anything like that.
If you look for them,
No, the ones without the laces, those ones.
they're still around. They're still
They're
around.
still
If you look for them, yeah.
Nike will still make money somehow.
Anyway, let's move on. Citrus, your outfit, please.
I like Japanese denim and a
Empty t-shirt.
loose fitting.
Nice.
Very
Little smart look.
comfortable, easy to
Footwear?
wear. Footwear, you don't know. I'm a Air Max 90s. Yeah, that's me. I'll have the same trainer in just variations of color and material and whatever else the case is.
Okay. Strictly 90s, or you've got other 108s?
I mean, there's things like, yo, I got this in your size. You want it? No, I'm gonna bring it anyway. Okay. So
It's a good friend right there.
I mean, until you see the price. But apart from that,
That's still a good friend. He's still gonna make money off it. At least he gave you
No,
that
no.
movement.
that tells you why it's not a friend. But
I'd
anyway,
never make money off selling it to anybody here. Never do that.
yeah.
Buddy, what are you saying?
Tracksuit. By
Any particular brand? Any particular
Nope, don't care.
style?
He's got a great tracksuit on already right now.
Huh?
He's got a great tracksuit on right now.
Great tracksuit.
Standard.
He's
Yeah,
got
don't do
a tracksuit on.
Yeah,
but yeah.
no, don't do- let's
no,
not
let's not go there.
let's not have the slander.
But I'm just
Alright.
saying to you, tracksuit.
We're not saying this is football. Let's leave that there. Leave that to you, man, separately. Thing. Me, myself, I'm a tracksuit person for the casual, mostly Nike, very few other, sometimes a Boohoo, man. They got a couple of 108s. Trainers, I love a 95s. I love a 96s. I love a Jordan 4s. I love a, I don't know, but whatever I feel like, wherever coordinates, for me, whatever's got to coordinate.
That's
But-
the thing.
That was just a quick warm up to get the vocals going up. Now, we're going to have our special segment, the Range Roundup. You ready, bro?
Yeah, of course I'm ready. Of course I'm ready.
Always ready.
I can't remember the intro though, but yeah, we're gonna go straight.
This is
The
Range Roundup. What are you talking about?
That's it. Yeah, there you go. Right, so we're gonna flash round. So one of the biggest topics at the moment is IShowSpeed's Caribbean tour, and I know everyone's seen it. If you've got a phone in your hand,
I actually have not seen it yet.
You haven't seen nothing.
Nothing.
Really?
Of course.
Yes,
Oh, I was gonna say.
bruv.
Amazing.
Right.
We,
So-
we live on England.
There's so much to take from it. So so he's going around the different islands so far. I believe Trinidad, Grenada, St. Martin, St. Lucia,
St. Kitts.
St. Kitts. I can't remember. I don't think he's gone Barbados. Okay, yeah, I had Barbados, and he's got a few more. He's got a few more to visit. And what he's doing, like I personally think it's amazing what he's doing.
Absolutely.
I think it's amazing. And when I think back to Africa, so there was a stat that when he was talking to or not he, someone did some kind of research, and they basically said members of IShowSpeed's team said what he did in Africa has increased tourism in Africa in some of the places that he's gone to.
That's
For
amazing.
example, when people are looking for scuba diving, and I think we spoke about this, the massage parlor that he went to in Africa, it's boosted trade by 100%.
Wow.
So not even 20%, not 50, 100%. So he's going around, he's tasting all of the foods from the island, everything. You know what I mean? There are some people that are saying that he shouldn't be doing it because he's almost exploiting the islands. What's your thoughts on his tour? I've got more on this as well, but what's your thoughts on his tour from what you've seen?
We have manners, so the guests can go first.
Yeah.
For me, what he's doing is breaking down barriers and false narratives that have been around the West Indies and Africa.
Yep.
Like he's lit people. I've spoken to people and they were like, "Oh, I thought Africa was like it was on TV." People still have that idea in their head of what we saw as a kid of Live Aid,
Sponsor a child.
sponsor a child, and so on and so
Flies in the
forth, and not
Come in the mouth.
realizing how much of the Western world supposedly that all their goods come from Africa and how well they're doing. So he's doing an amazing. I can't understand why people would be upset about him actually showing that we are great people. We are educated people. We do have the technology, and so people just need to stop with this whole narrative of he's doing something wrong, because at the end of the day, isn't it better to have a situation where you're breaking down the old barriers of these views of, oh, we're not educated, or they live in huts and so on and so forth. Like, people really do believe that what they see, that caption on Discovery Channel, is what the whole of Africa is, or the West Indies is, and it's just like, it's not.
Interestingly, I think as soon as you shine light in the dark, people can start to see. And if he's bringing light to the Caribbean or to Africa or to whatever places he's designed to put on his tour, then more kudos to him.
Funny thing is, when you said that, the first thing that came to my mind when you said you shall light in the dark, all the cockroaches run away. And the reason why I think that is because there's a lot of people who are in these places who are exploiting it.
Well, what I would say with that, it's not a coincidence. So his team has already gone and sourced the biggest influencers on these small islands,
yeah,
for example,
to collaborate and do.
Yeah, to do small segments with, which has boosted them and boosted himself. Like there's one guy from Trinidad who raced him. There's another guy. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think the Trinidad guy he beat, and then the one he went to, he went somewhere. Don't know if it was one country he went to, and then it was an Olympian, and they beat him.
Probably St. Lucia. Just to say.
I don't know. I'm putting that out there.
Yeah,
I'm just ashamed myself.
I'm just saying.
On what
Probably.
you said,
You
wouldn't
better
it have
say
been
Jamaica.
better to help a fluent influencer who's not the most popular, rather than the most popular?
Not really.
Not really.
Not really. You
Doesn't get the attention that he's
you have to go like from someone who's, it's like turning around and saying, if the biggest star in the world came to perform, are they going to perform in a small stadium? No, they're going to perform on the biggest platform that they can in that space. So if the influencer that he's met is the biggest platform in that space, he's going to perform with that person. You know, he visited schools and doing also. I mean, kudos to him. Do you know what I mean? He's a young black guy as well. Take my hat off to him.
A young black man that is going to different, and he's not just been to the Caribbean. He's done Africa, he's done Asia, he's done the Americas and whatnot. But it's like, okay, so he's doing this thing where he's going to all of the KFCs in the country, in those countries. And you know what? He's dispelling a rumor. You know what I mean? Arguably, what people were saying was, Jamaica has the best KFC in the Caribbean, which unless you've been to all of the islands, it's nonsense. He right now, he might be being paid by KFC. Well, I don't know what he said, but he might be.
They do, bro. They do.
Well, look at this thing. From a point of view
Once again, how many Caribbean islands?
No. Let me finish. Because it's going to relate back to something. From a point of view of ignorance, I'd say the same thing. But without going to those other Caribbean islands, I definitely can't say that. So he's gone there. He's got Jamaica to visit, and he's got 2 other islands to visit. So far, he's basically said that the Jamaica debate, the best KFC that he's had has been in either St. Martin or Guadeloupe. So when he went to St. Martin, he tasted the thing, he jumped through the counter and hugged the staff. When he went to Guadeloupe, I think it was Guadeloupe, or it might be the other way around, he bit the chicken, he took one woman out and said, you can go on holiday to anywhere in the world and I'm paying for it in the KFC. Now, that's mad in itself, but he's going to go to Jamaica, so there's a big thing like Jamaica's worried. Jamaica is worried.
They'll make sure it's on point. That
It's
they
on
go.
point. They're already practicing right now.
They are worried. I'm on Jamaica TikTok and they are worried. Like some of the influencers over there, are saying, listen, don't mess this up. Don't send him to the one that's in Halfway Tree. Don't send him.
Don't send him with old oil. Don't send him we have to queue up for 3 hours.
Put the people that's gonna smile to the man. Don't embarrass
Good
us.
customer service.
Yeah, good customer service. But then the other debate that's come from this is the best food in the Caribbean.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's always contentious. And I'm gonna shout out our red face Trinidadian Nick, aka GBH. IShowSpeed said when he was talking to another kind of spiritual influencer that was on the jet, going wherever. Who I don't know if anyone knows who sponsored this. Do you know? Expedia. So they've given him the jet.
No way.
They've given him the jet. Anyway, so he said, they asked him, so far, where's the best food? He said Trinidad and Tobago's got the best food.
He didn't even pause when he said it.
He didn't even hesitate. And he was like, don't ask me no more, Trinidad and Tobago. And got to take it on the chin. Remember, he's breaking down these stereotypes. And like, I'm Jamaican, innit? And a lot of people will just say, right, the Caribbean is Jamaica, and the Caribbean food is jerk chicken, rice and peas, ackee and saltfish. It's nonsense. He's going to different places and tasting their national dishes and liking it, which means tourism in these countries will come up. You know what I mean? People, because of him, people will like it and go to these places. Any other comments on that before I move on?
Yeah, so I've been following it and I'm really like interested in whatnot. And a lot of people that are making comments and whatnot, if you read it, don't actually realize that there were so many countries in the Caribbean, in the archipelago. Like literally they were like Jamaica, Barbados, maybe St. Lucia. And when you start mentioning places like Guadeloupe, Martinique, I haven't got a clue what's going on. So big up, you know what, when you come to London, come here.
And I think he broke 2 world records. One was the first stream underwater when he was scuba diving, and the second one is he visited 4 Caribbean islands in one day.
I think he said he wanted to do it, but did he actually do it?
Yeah, he did it. He literally passed out when he finished.
Yeah, he did it. And yeah, you can imagine that he was knackered. Blah, 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 blah.
And I will say, I have to agree with Trini food.
Really?
I do. I play carnival.
What country from?
I know I'm Jamaican, but
Okay,
listen. I've been to Jamaica. I haven't been to Jamaica.
I want to make sure that you're
Barbados, and I've
biased.
been Trini, and one of my friends was Trini. Trini food's a next thing.
We're over Guyanese.
Trini food is a next thing.
Have you had Guyanese food?
I have had Trini food is a next thing.
Guyanese food is good.
You can feel the love in Trini food. You can feel like literally. Trini food is the only food that I can eat, and I guarantee I'm going to sleep because it's that good. Like
That's what I was about to say.
no, it's that good. That's it. It's
You got
that
some
good.
super tree food.
All right, moving swiftly on. Does anybody know what the 4th of April was?
420.
Yes.
No.
Sorry, the other way around.
That's 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
20, yeah. It's the rum, yeah. 420.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what 420 is?
Yes.
What is it?
Worldwide Weed Day.
Basically, yeah. So basically,
And it's my birthday. Just putting it out there. You know.
I was going to come to that, but as soon as you interrupted, as everybody does, but yeah, it's whatever. 420 started off in America. Some students wanted to link up and basically have a bunning session, and they did it at 4:20 p.m. every day or every other day. That then turned into a kind of worldwide thing somehow. And in the UK, on the 20th of April, they go
Isn't
to
it everywhere
Hyde Park.
on the 20th?
I think it's
It's
everywhere.
worldwide.
Yeah, but in London, they go Hyde Park, and you can imagine Hyde Park's quite big. There's just a cloud of just weed smoke, and people are just sitting down there bunning.
Mad
The
thing.
police are out there saying, "Oh, you can't smoke," but people don't business. Is this a good thing
That's a lie.
or a bad thing?
The police leave you alone. I go for
No, they leave you. The police,
I go for 420.
I go 420 every year.
So don't worry, it's
the
fine.
police have got their signs, and they say their thing, so that they are. You can't. It's like carnival.
Trying to police.
Yes, exactly.
Trying to police 10,000 people
That are
when
high.
you've got 300 officers.
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense.
and
You
weed
have,
heads.
you have the van literally at Speaker's Corner. You have a couple of them sitting round, and they just look at you and think there is no point talking to you because you're not going to listen. For me, I have anxiety and depression. I smoke because of that reason.
Right.
Because my mind won't switch off. It will just keep
Do you know
going
what? I would
and going.
ling you down with that. However, this isn't my podcast, so you You're
Take a
lucky
deep
with that one.
breath.
You got to slide through that.
You're thinking of lingering down.
No. We're on time constraint.
Yeah, time. Yeah, sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, so for me, it's always been like I was on medication, and it just made me feel spacey.
Was it called marijuana?
No.
Sensimilla.
Before the sensimilla marijuana.
Okay, fair enough.
I was on the doctor's prescription, and it made me feel spacey, and I don't like not being in control. For me, I always said that people don't have to smoke if they want to. I take my friends to Amsterdam all the time. Some of them smoke, some of them don't. They just enjoy life. But for me, it's just a chill. It's just to switch my mind off because my mind is always going. And as I said to you guys earlier, I'm on Instagram at 4 o'clock in the morning because I can't sleep. And I'm just sitting there going through comments thinking, okay.
But isn't there better ways of dealing with it? Do you know what I mean?
Yes and no. For me, it works. I'm not saying it's for everybody. And I never want anyone to ever believe that I'm sitting there, go and smoke weed, kids. No, not at all. You find what works for you. For me, that's what works for
So
me.
can I ask you a question? It might be a bit personal. Is yours prescribed?
No.
No, because
Well, it is prescribed, but then I have to phone him and he comes to my house.
Prescribed by him.
So prescribed is some sort of shape of fiction.
If it was subscribed, you want to be called weed, bro.
Has anybody here smoked weed?
I've
Raw.
smoked once to try it. I shared it with my.
It was laced in it.
I shared it.
Wow.
I shared a spliff once, and I said it don't do nothing to me, so there's no point me smoking. Even more so that I wasn't really unsmoking anyway.
Tried it with some
So
more
now, and I definitely don't smoke because
Right,
there's no point.
It was
not
dead
just what I
weed.
It's not for everybody.
Do you know what I have done though?
What?
Real talk. Old school house parties, when the room was full of smoke, I ain't leaving, bro.
Secondary smoke, bro.
I'm carbon dioxide.
But does that get
A little bit. In my head, I'm like,
You hotbox in the
yo,
right room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a problem for you.
So,
Like, it's a problem.
So carbon dioxide weed.
So-
I've
we've all
got
done that.
Second-hand weed.
Did you get lean?
in my head, but
Right.
It-
Okay.
it-
Your eyes are probably red.
I've never smoked weed. But I've been to Amsterdam and I've been to a cafe and I've had a cake.
Yeah, the
No,
cake.
I've never had
we're not
anything
allowed to
Let's
like
not
talk
talk about the cake.
Yeah.
that. So I don't have cake or nothing like that.
You never? Well, have you had a cake? Right.
Brother.
He's having a cake right now, bro.
he ended up in hospital, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Cakes
Let's
are
talk about
dangerous.
No, so I bought this cake and she said, "Have you smoked weed? Have you smoked before? Have you ingested cannabis before?" I was like, "No." So the cake was. Let's just say the cake was as big as the iPhone. She said, "Have this much of it."
You ate all of it.
No, I didn't eat all of it. I had that much. Now,
That much being the big part or the little part?
Little part, bro.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
Clarifying
what
here.
it is, like, I don't have experience with weed, but that experience that I had with weed, I turned into Rick Sanchez.
You know what? Smart me. Smart me.
Blood, I had a plan to take over the world. I
Oh,
could have killed that
100%.
man.
Clarity.
And it went. And then I thought, for a moment, I thought, have you seen that film Limitless?
Yeah.
When the
Yeah,
man's
that's
like,
my favorite
oh,
film.
bruh, like, could I do
One of
something
my
more if
favourite
I?
films, you know.
Yeah, could I do something more? And I thought, no, let me just leave it alone because it's in my head. Like the things that I'm thinking about. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Should have ate all of it. See what happened
No,
next.
but then I knew my level.
I'm gonna hand the mic over to Relly.
No.
Yeah, go.
No.
Talk your talk.
Brother, right now, you're like on 10% of Limitless.
Yeah.
Sitch just did the 120%.
Oh, right. Okay. What happened?
All right, so
He was looking to take over the world.
so what? Relly's like, do you wanna go to Amsterdam? No, we're going. Sick. Friday, coming back when? Sunday. All right, so we went, myself and Relly and these two chicks. Cool. We said, you lot plan
1 day.
You lot plan 1 day, we'll plan the other day. So imagine one crew plan Friday, one crew plan
Yeah.
Saturday. Sunday we'll give the verdict.
Yeah.
Friday come now, we get there. Yeah, let's go to a Wileycat. Yeah, you need to go to this place here with a skull and crossbones on the door. All right, we go in there. Me and Relly like, boy, we've never smoked. Let's get some weed cake. Got the cake now. The woman was like, yeah, shut up, man. Bust the thing in half now. Really, that's yours. That's mine.
Right.
Wait, there is one thing he's missing. The woman said, do not drink
Yeah.
with the cake.
So
Even if it doesn't feel like it's working.
So she's like, idiot.
So I'm like, sitting there. Everyone else is like, yo, man, what's good, man? And I'm there like,
Oh God, yeah.
Hell.
this thing don't work.
Slap me another piece.
This is idiot. Let me get a next one.
Oh.
The woman's like, no.
No.
Do the thing. So we left there, went to the next place, and then we got
Started drinking.
so imagine we got a brownie in one place, and a cake in the other place.
Right.
I don't know. It was something like that. But we started drinking.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, this thing still ain't working.
I remember this is like 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
Right,
this
okay.
is early.
What, afternoon?
Early.
Yeah, bruv. Early
Nothing.
daylight.
So then next minute, we go somewhere, we leave this place now, we're walking.
Quick, time.
Bust it up.
Oh, right.
What's so funny? I'm just
Just
busting
laughing.
up. Long story short now, everyone's got their hysterics. We're like, we need to eat. We go into the place called Cow.
Yeah. Before we got to Cal, we're walking down along the canal.
Try to touch the
There's
lamppost.
signs, there's
Oh.
things.
But it looked low.
You were high.
And Sirelli,
God.
no, it wasn't me, bro. This Sirelli's like, I could touch that.
Brother, this thing is like 9 meters in the air.
You said there's nothing low in Amsterdam. I don't know
I'm
what
like-
you were seeing.
I can touch that. And I
Yeah.
tell everybody this as well. On one side is like a precipice, like the canal or whatnot. And I'm like, I got this. Then I'm like, no, you don't. And then now it's like busting up. I'm like, I got this. Bruv, did I not take a running jump to hit the thing? But I jumped here, the sign's down there.
Right.
Everything's off. Anyway, so just to finish up.
Yeah.
What happened now? We get to this place, Cow. We're like, we need to eat. Went to the waiter. We said, can we have some meat and food, blah, blah, blah. He was like, 1 rump or 2 rumps. Now, he didn't say that. But I heard it. And
We heard this.
Sirelli heard it.
I heard
So
it, bruv.
I'm like,
What are you talking about?
did this dickhead just say 1 rump, 2 rump? Just state, bro. Do you know, like, I'm now being ignorant with the guy.
For about 5 minutes.
And the guy's looking, it's like, no, I don't get paid enough. Walks off. I'm sitting there now. Now the weed is fully kicking in. There's a Chinaman sitting where Buddy's sitting. There's no one sitting where Tongo is. I'm on a long, like
a
a
bench.
bench thing.
And then there's a space table,
And I
table.
turn around, look at the Chinaman, and I say, okay then, I will lie down on your lap. And the guy's like, what?
What?
I said, yeah. I feel tired. I'll lie down on your lap.
So you got the hearing as
And
well.
he turned around and said, I didn't ask you to. It's okay. Now, I'm now ready to go sleep and lie down on the he's all.
So this is all right.
So this is why I don't do marijuana.
While he's doing that, I'm talking to one of the girls and we have a moment. You see that Rick Sanchez moment that you had? We looked at each other and we said,
And he said, clarity.
clarity, I understand. I understand the universe. I understand my purpose in
That's
life.
what I had.
Brother, it was unreal. I'm not promoting
No,
eating
of
cake.
course not. Of course
I
not.
don't know who in their right mind is going to listen to these stories and then suddenly say, yeah,
Let me try that.
Let me try
No,
that.
there's people that will. Because remember, psychedelics and all that, and this is a whole new podcast. So
Apple. This is how Apple developed many of their apps
Yeah.
by getting the developers high
Everyone high.
and then putting them in a room and saying, do your thing.
Do a thing.
I'm never promoting that.
So, would you like to tell about your experience?
Nope.
Go on, buddy. You got 1 minute. Go.
No.
Okay. Who knows Buddy's experience?
No one.
Okay, Dean, tell him. 1 minute.
So Buddy didn't want to have weed.
Yeah.
He said, my family know how to make weed cake. They
Okay.
didn't know how to make weed cake. Then they made weed cake, put 87% of the ingredients in the wrong quantities.
Right.
In the wrong order.
Lee, it's your birthday, or whatever it was. You
My
try
mum's
it.
birthday, actually.
It was your birthday?
Mum's.
Mum's birthday. You try it. It was like, oh no, you took it home, innit? You took it back to...
I just ate it, bruv.
So Buddy ate it, but this is Buddy ate it.
What is
Anyway.
with weed cake, and this is the same thing that happened to you. You don't. It goes into your bloodstream. It doesn't go like how alcohol goes. You drink it and you'll be buzzing, and it gets there. That thing goes into your. You have to wait a while, and
It
then all of a
depends
sudden
on
it
you.
kicks in.
You got
And
to
it
go
kicks in. It kicks in hard. But it's like
Yeah.
it depends. Like I always say to people when they take weed cake, like I don't mess with that at all.
You don't.
See,
at all.
yeah,
Oh,
weed man don't even
no.
mess with it.
I like to
That's
know
it.
when I'm going to be high. Like, okay, cool, I've smoked now. 15 minutes, I'll be good. With
Yeah.
weed cake,
That's
it can
what
hit you
couple
like
hours later.
a couple hours later, you're sitting there, and as you said, yours was like,
I'll give a small
interview.
a small
bro,
little
fully.
small little bit into my one before you go off the next part. So I was sleeping at this point. So I'd done it the night before. I was in bed. We went to bed roughly about, say we went to bed at 2-3 o'clock. Woke up at 6 o'clock.
Mm.
And all I could hear was,
It's your heart.
Your heart.
why can I hear my heartbeat? Do I normally hear my heartbeat? I said, I don't think you do. I said, nah. I said, maybe am I having a heart attack? I said, what's going on? That's what I'm giving you. Like this team
You know what?
is
No,
wild.
elaborate. No, wait. No,
That's what I'm giving you.
2 more. Yeah.
Come on,
bud.
2
Come on,
more.
bud.
30 seconds. 30
2 more.
seconds.
30
seconds.
seconds.
Come on.
2 more, bro.
I'll do 30 seconds
Oh,
more.
I'm gonna blow you up. 2 more.
So me
Hospital.
and my cousin had the weed cake. I never stayed at my house. So one of my cousins, he's a bit more aggressive than the other one. And he didn't, I don't think he had as much weed cake as we did. So the other one's calm.
Yeah.
So I said, let me go and check if he's having the same thing that I can. So I walked into his room. I said, yo, cuz, can you hear your heartbeat? Or are you meant to hear your heartbeat? I don't know. And he was like, nah, bro, you're all right. Because he smokes. So he was like,
Okay, so it's different.
yeah, he's like, yeah, you're just high, bro. And I'm like, nah, bro. I'm not sure. And then the night continued. But you know what?
Imagine you actually saying that.
But go on.
No,
Come on,
no,
lad.
I leave it.
Come on,
We'll
lad.
say- look,
Finish it off.
All right,
Finish
no,
it off.
no. What I think what we would do then, I think we need to revisit weed, psychedelics.
Yeah,
and
there we go.
because
I'll
There's
touch it
laws
then.
changing. Joe Rogan got a bill passed in the United States where they're gonna dabble in psychedelics in a different level. So maybe we come back to that,
Yeah,
and then we can talk more about the stories.
In fact, that's a very, very good
Subject.
subject to let Buddy,
Lead
Explain.
because what happens after this point
is a madness.
Ah.
is my phone rang, no lie, 38 times from Buddy alone.
All right, leave that there because that.
But that's going to be
That-
the beginning
yeah.
and end.
And then people will come. Yeah, of course. All right, cool. In Russia on April the 19th, there was a circus happening. So you know the circus where the people they go there, sit there. The man then bring out lion whips and all of them kind of thing there. The barrier that keeps the tigers in,
Tigers, yes.
lion, whatever, fell down.
Jesus.
The lion, the tiger was like, what?
Freedom.
Jumped over the ting.
Jump the ting, bro.
Jumped the ting.
Wait. The thing dropped.
Wait.
Yeah.
The protective sitting dropped.
Fell from the ceiling down.
The lion said, yes, I've been waiting
Tiger.
for this since I've been born. Jumped over and he was in the crowd.
Wait.
And you know, the bucket's up.
Wait. There's one thing Rain hasn't said. Remember, this is a circus.
I haven't had a chance to, but yeah, go.
So there's kids.
Kids, humans, doesn't matter about kids, there's humans.
Giving food, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, free range food.
Yes,
Yeah.
Organic food.
Let him finish. So what happened was the lion jumped over and decided, I'm going to the back row. Jumped to the back row and started to walk around. Now, I can't understand Russian, but I'm assuming because the people, there's only 2 reasons. A lot of people started to move out.
Nobody ran.
Now, no. Some people started to move out. You get it. And then some people were just sat there. Like, hold on.
It gets worse. It gets worse.
Holding their kids.
It gets worse.
They're holding their kids and not moving. And the lions, tiger, whatever is just walking around. My question is, if that was you with
I don't even want to answer.
I'm a melanated person.
with one of your
time to
loved
go.
ones, what are you doing? Now bear in mind what, like, remember, this is survival instincts, and everybody knows what lions, like, they're like cats.
Yeah.
Well, they are cats.
Yeah.
So
Big cats.
if you move quickly with a cat, what happens?
Chase.
Right, okay. So answer the question. What would you do if you were there with one of your loved
Yes,
ones?
first. Yes.
You missed the point.
Yes.
Though.
Go.
I don't know if you saw the whole video. You know, someone was petting the lion, right?
Oh, I didn't see that.
They were petting.
I thought
the
that was the person that was trying to take.
Nah,
Okay.
the woman in the back row was literally this guy.
He
As
got
I
the
said-
director's edition.
Russian. I know a lot of Russian people. They're a different breed. They don't have
They can have it. But what I'm going to say is, do none of you lot watch scary movies and the black people... I'm running, bro.
No, but
Nah.
Running.
What, do you think a lion's racist? A lion not business.
No, I'm
A
just
lion
talking
is
about
just
horror movies.
biting.
No, I'm talking about horror movies. You run, bro. I'm not doing the whole, let me try and...
Wait, hold on.
I'm
Bud.
gone.
But
I'm
listen
out.
to the full facts. You're there with your little kid.
Yes.
Who is
We are out.
4 years old.
my daughter knows. Like I don't like the ocean. So my daughter point blank knew from a baby. If I'm drowning in the ocean, do not call my father because he's not coming to save me.
Well,
Call the lifeguard.
Rossi, you're going to leave the kid.
Listen.
I never said I was leaving my
I don't know.
go,
I
finish
embarrassed
it.
it.
He said, no. He said, listen.
It's serious.
Alright.
Every man for
So I
himself.
said I went to
yo,
Barbados.
vicious
I
streak.
said I went to no. I said I went to Barbados. I'm gonna put myself. I love you guys. I'll be honest. I went to Barbados with my ex. Now we are on the catamaran. I'm living my best life. This is when I was thin. So packs going, everything. So she goes to me, oh, I want to go take some photos on Sandy Lanes. I'm like, but that's all the way on the beach. And I'm on the boat and I don't do the sea. She's like, oh, no. So I'm like, babe, I can't do this. Like, she's like, oh, I had to get myself a real man, innit?
Ooh.
So I decided now.
You're gonna do it.
She actually said that. She said that.
Bare face. Now remember, as you eloquently know.
Right, the mic's there. The mic's there.
As you eloquently know, when you go to the Westie, I like to call him Dexter St. Jock. He's always there. His dreads are swaying in the wind. His he's got the water rippling down his shirt. You can hear Bob Marley even though it's not playing. Could it be love in your ears? So I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. And I know what he's saying. If you don't swim to that beach, I'm going to swim to that beach and take the photos with your missus.
Oh, shit.
So I'm not a strong swimmer. I'm a pool swimmer. There's a side there. There's a side there. There's a side there. I jump in. I don't know if you ever had a moment where you make a very bad mistake and you realize.
Yeah.
It was at that moment. It was at that moment.
My toe hit the water and I was like, oh no. But I've got to power through this. But what
And your missus is still on the boat.
No, my missus is a fish. She's gone.
She's on the beach with the
She's on the beach. I'm sitting
So
there.
she's looking at you like,
Looking
come
at me
on.
But what I didn't realize, we slightly, like, anyone that's been to any islands like that, there's the fisherman boats, which is the line where most work. We had moored out further than that. I'm not realizing this. So I've jumped in the water now and thought, okay,
Can't feel the bottom.
no problem. I can do this. The first wave hit me.
Oh.
All they told me is they heard a scream. I don't know if it was me or my soul screaming. I remember going underwater and in my head was, please, Jesus, don't let me die here. So I've always been told doggy paddle will save you in these type of moments. That is a lie. Anyone that tells you doggy paddle. So I'm like, trying to go. It's not happening. I get to the boat. They're like, you got to let go of the boat. I'm like, bro, I'm not letting go of this boat. I'm not letting go of this boat.
This is life.
You've got to let go of this boat. Go on, let's go of this boat. So I thought, okay, I'm going to ride the wave in. Easy peasy. My missus is already there on the beach taking photos. I can see her taking photos. I'm like, oh, no, this is not good. The wave hits me again. I don't remember what happened, but I remember being on some guy's stomach and him swimming me back to the beach.
That same dread.
No.
Dexter.
No.
Run Dexter.
No. Gay cruise.
Oh.
20 stone man. Put me on his stomach. Backstroke.
So you were holding on to his bone.
Oh, no.
It'd be electric shock.
I'll be honest. I have no clue.
Why is there a joystick in the water?
I have no clue what I was holding on to. I'm scared.
I'm holding to.
Listen.
Why is there a joystick in the water?
I don't know. Listen, I have
Save
no
me.
clue. I don't know.
Hey,
I cannot confirm or
you
deny.
man are missing the moral of the story. Ex-girl, right?
Yeah,
That's why.
100%.
Hold on,
That's why.
How fast did you break up after that?
Oh, I broke up by the time I got to the beach.
Oh, brother.
I literally flew back from Barbados that next day.
But why? Because you couldn't swim.
No. Genie knew I couldn't swim.
Story.
You don't understand. You don't tell a man I need to get my... And I'm not even finished with the story.
Yeah, bro.
So I've been swum back to the beach.
Yeah.
I'm on the beach now, crying, full of tears. You know the jet ski guy? I'm asking, I'll give you $500 to take me back. Nah, bro, we can't do that. $600 to take me back because I'm not swimming back.
Back to the
But
boat.
the boat, he's not on the
I'm
boat.
walking the whole of Barbados.
Right. Listen, I've got no
The
shoes.
island's this big.
Yeah, brother.
I've got no
walking
shoes on. I don't know
Ray,
where I am.
Ray,
I've just got
me.
I've got swimming trunks
So I'm
on.
going to get back in the water that I just died in. No.
Now you tell me.
I just died.
I just died here.
Listen.
And I'm going to walk back to the other side of Barbados.
Nah, I'm
So
not thinking
when
that
I
way
live,
because
I
I've
live
got
over
no
there.
way to
Let me
pay.
walk.
Let him finish, and then we're gonna move on.
I've got no way to pay.
I like this.
So I'm sitting there going, okay, how am I going to
I
get
give my
back?
trainers.
What I
trainer, man.
hadn't realized is Dexter said Jock had realized I had drowned. Jumped in with the David Hasselhoff buoy, the buoy thing, or like in Baywatch, swum to the beach to swim me back.
Oh.
Unfortunately, also I didn't know there was a 92-year-old woman that couldn't swim back as well. So me and her are both holding on to the thing.
I'm alright, you know.
Swimming me back.
I'm walking.
Nah.
I'm castaway. Just give me 2 sticks. I'll just bet and catch a fish. I'll do it.
I'll swim in Barbados
I meant
now.
to do it.
I'll swim in there now.
Sorry, just going back. The tiger thing. You had your hand up
Me?
like this. Yeah, go
Right,
for it.
okay, I'm in the row with my kid and my missus and the tiger.
No, the tiger wasn't growling. The
Tiger shit.
The tiger's calm
It's
walking
chill.
around.
Yeah, yeah.
Chill.
Chilled.
Do you know what I'm gonna do?
Leaving.
Ah! Kick Tongo. Kick Tongo falls.
I'm not even here.
Tongo
He's in his
falls
kids and
down
his missus.
2 or 3 rows. The Tigers are and then goes after Tongo. Me and my family drop off the back. You know, like off a ship. We just dive off the back. Come, let's go. And then we're gonna go down. I can fix a broken collarbone. I can fix a broken arm. What I can't do is replace you.
Brother, whatever happens, I'm not running.
So
No, I'm kicking,
I'm leaving, bro.
screaming, and kicking Tongo down the because the circus.
You got to be careful of him.
He's got a plan.
Me in that 1 split second, the whole clarity.
But it's not the first time you sacrificed Tongo.
Anyone. Tongo's sitting too close. So just I get the laser tag thing.
What were
and
you
then,
going to say, bud?
yeah,
About
I'm
the
not,
tiger thing.
No,
He's running.
He's
running.
He's tearing.
I'm not running because if you run,
That
then like,
moving
that's the
target.
game.
It's fun.
That's
It's fun.
the game. Fun.
Well,
yeah.
no, I don't know if tigers and lions think that it's a
They
game.
don't.
Nah,
So-
bro.
I'm
They-
not.
Part of the cats.
So cats will turn around and say, "Do I want some dead food or a live food running that I can kill and eat?"
A moving target.
So me, I'm just kicking. That's why I'm kicking
They've
Tongo.
been giving me steak that don't react. I just eat in
It's
it.
just there.
And now I've got something to play with and slap up. Brother, have you never
I'm
had a cat?
leaving you lot in the room.
No.
Anyone ever had a cat?
I've
Yes.
got a cat.
When you have a cat, if it catches a mouse or something like that, it don't just kill it.
It gets into cat mode.
Cat mode.
So it just like,
Brother,
it'll look at you like,
sit in the
if
corner
you
and
come
start doing this.
for the cat, yeah, if you come from my mouth, it's beef.
Done that
And then
twice.
when it gets you, stop. Slap you up
Right.
a couple times.
Drag it around the floor.
I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna
And then
move
it
on.
presents it to the owner, you know?
Yeah.
Mad thing.
No,
Mad
I'm
thing.
gonna move on. It's not like this is a thing that's kind of going viral, but more in the States. What is the correct order? So just listen to this. So order A, sugar, Kool-Aid, then water, or is it order
So say again.
sugar, Kool-Aid, water, or is it B, water, sugar, Kool-Aid, or is it C, water, Kool-Aid, sugar, or is it D, Kool-Aid, water, sugar?
They're all wrong.
They are. I would have, yeah.
It's sugar and Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid
in the container.
And then
And then you add it in,
water.
and then you add the
And then
water.
in
the
and then
container,
add
what do you
more.
mean?
So it comes in a little cup, the little white cup that's in that container. It's actually a cup. So it measures how much Kool-Aid you're actually meant to put in it.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah.
you put the sugar, you put the Kool-Aid in that, you put the sugar in that, you drop it all in one, then you add the water, and then you add head of sugar.
Wrong.
no, he's right. You
That's
and
the
then
way
you
you
mix
do
it.
it.
That's how you
Wrong.
do it.
I'm gonna say wrong. Go on.
Wrong. Water first.
Of course.
No.
And
No.
then
No. Okay.
For me,
No, hey,
Wait, no. Let him finish.
run.
water first.
Yep.
What you do with the water, I own the bar. You create a tornado, and then when you add
He said tornado. It's correct. No,
when you add your sugar or your Kool-Aid
it spins.
in whatever order, it will instantly start to dissolve. If you do any other methods and you've got sugar or Kool-Aid at the bottom, when you put water on top, water will wet the top 1, 2, 3 layers. It won't get to the bottom layer. So when you make Kool-Aid in the wrong order and then you pour out your Kool-Aid, you'll see, right, why is there concentrate at the bottom of, there's a
No, my
little red
Kool-Aid.
bit, if it's red or whatever the colour is, there's a little concentrated bit at the bottom because that part of the Kool-Aid didn't get water on it. So what you have to do is have your water in the vessel first and then
How do
let
you
me
do your
just
cereal?
stir and mix and add.
How do you do your cereal?
How do I do my cereal?
Not cereals. How do you do cereal?
Cereal first.
Yeah.
That's completely different.
I'm asking. Just asking.
This is
Oh.
cereal
Cereal first,
and then you milk.
milk.
Does
So
anyone
it's not milk then
I do,
cereal.
I
'cause I know
do,
this-
I do milk then cereal.
Because you're a psychopath.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
do you know-
It's
do you
simple
know
as
what
that.
it is?
Yeah.
Only psychopaths do that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's the American way.
Crazy.
I'm Lucky
It's not the American
I'm
way.
Lucky
Definitely.
Charms.
Psychopaths.
No, I'm Lucky
Yeah,
Charms. So
I'm-
they're meant to have a crunch to it. It's not meant to be soggy. So you have to have like.
So what do you
how
do?
do you
You
get
put
So
some-
what you put
No,
the...
it's
Okay,
not
okay.
meant to. So,
Wait,
okay,
we
so-
digress.
No, we do that.
digress.
No, let's get the point out.
Let's do
no,
it.
no,
So basically, I am.
I am killing babies.
Oh, no, don't do that,
no.
don't do that.
Next up.
But yeah, you're meant to. It even tells you on the box. You're meant to put the milk first, and then put the cereal tops, and then you got that top layer, and then it seeps down, so you get all the sugar drops down. If you do it, it just becomes one big mush, and it doesn't.
Where does it show you on the box?
On the actual box,
I've never seen that in my life.
First of all, bear in mind it's about Lucky Charms specifically. So
Lucky
is that
Charms,
correct?
Lucky Charms.
Do you know why
Fruity
it's a
Pebbles.
lie? Do you know why it's a lie? Because what will happen when you're eating a cereal, the Lucky Charms that hit the milk first,
Sorry.
it's soggy.
But it's the top level is not meant to be. So basically, once it keeps
Blood.
going down,
Forget all of that. You lot are trying to science the thing. If you've got milk, if you fill the thing up with milk and then you put the Lucky Charms in, you're not gonna get enough of the cereal in the thing. Stop talking. You lot are mad. Come
on.
You lot are mad.
So what I do is I'll pour the portion of cereals. I'll put this for people that don't know, Sirelli don't understand the single and plural of cereal.
I was
What's
brought
the
up
single
being
and plural of
cereals.
oxtail?
Oxtail and
Oxtails.
I saw the one thing. It's like Sirelli. I eat cereals. What? As in shredded wheat and Rice Krispies.
Big up there,
I don't
Sanders.
understand.
We all say
I
it.
don't understand. I don't get it.
Quickly.
But simply, very simply, what you do is you put your cereal in, you take your milk, hot or cold, preference, and then you just, let it douse. So then each mouthful there's a crunch, and then you have
Too much
the
science.
sweet sugar milk at the end, because that's the.
I hear what you're saying.
That's a surprise. Well done. You finished. Yeah.
That's a drink after the break. Yeah.
All right. Now take you back to the Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. So you said your
Alright,
But
thing.
you done the Kool-Aid backwards though.
So what are you saying?
Same way Jay's saying it.
So what you
Psychopath.
water?
No. Water first.
Go on,
No,
go
you're
on.
mad. It's the Kool-Aid and the sugar and then the water.
Kool-Aid, sugar, then water. But
If you want to make it simple for your thing, you got Kool-Aid. You can put water and then you can put sugar if you want to. But I'm not doing. There has to be some. I'm not putting water in there first.
No.
That's not going in there first.
no, water for me. I agree. I don't think water can go in there
Yeah,
first.
it
I think the Kool-Aid has to go in there
Yes.
first, and then I think the water has to go in.
Then the
That's
sugar.
fine, and then the sugar.
You do
That's
your
fine.
sugar, and then
I
you
can do
taste
that.
for
Taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
mix
Yeah.
it.
So
Last, and then I'm going to move on.
born in the Caribbean, Kool-Aid out there is a staple part of your diet. And the way we do it out there, or my family does it out there, we mix the Kool-Aid and the sugar first, and we use warm water.
Warm.
Warm.
You're moving.
Use warm water.
Psychopath.
Use warm water
That makes sense.
to dissolve it.
Nah, it doesn't make sense.
It does make sense.
Hear me out.
To dissolve the thing.
Tornado.
You use it.
Kool-Aid tea.
Use
Kool-Aid
a
tea.
little bit. It's a little bit of water.
Let
Ain't
me
it?
see.
And a little bit of warm water.
Thank you very much, Tongo.
I get it. It's a little bit of
So
water
you
to
use a
dissolve
little
it.
bit to dissolve it.
Then
And
dissolve
then
it.
you
Ice
top it
water
up
with the
with
water.
the rest, and then it goes in the fridge.
But alright, when you don't make it,
But if you're thirsty now, you have to wait for it to cool down because it's tea.
no, but I guess you're adding
kinda
cold
hear him.
water, so it
So
kinda hear
the
him.
purpose of the warm water
kinda
is
hear
to
him.
dissolve the sugar and the Kool-Aid.
That makes
To be
sense.
fair, I
I
think
see
I
now.
do get it.
Do you know what?
I'm yanking your chain.
Do you know this? I know this sounds crazy.
I actually
But see,
remember
like,
that.
that's what I do with jelly.
Oh no, here we go.
I don't like jelly.
I know jelly's a random
You're
thing.
part of my team, and then
No,
you
but
just
it
went,
just-
But I know it's a random thing. But you put a little bit of hot water to melt the cubes.
Brother.
you scored the
Yeah,
goal, and
and
then
then
you
you
put
put
it,
it
and now
in
you're
the
gonna now you're gonna
No,
own goal.
and then put it in the fridge.
1-1, it's fine.
I was going to say so. I'm not going to say it.
Up as well.
Wait.
Too much chattings. That's easy.
However, just for clarification, isn't hot water and then you drop the jelly and then
No.
No, of course it is. It's 100%.
Yeah,
It's
hot water.
yeah.
Come
You put
on,
it in
man,
there,
that's gonna be
you
2-1.
stir it,
Leave it alone.
you leave it, and then you put it in the fridge.
and then you put it in the fridge.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, leave it alone.
True in the jelly.
You don't
I'm not spitting
don't
in
need-
the thing.
You don't need
I didn't hot water.
and then
You don't need jelly.
You only
jelly.
need you only
Just hot
need
water.
hot water enough to melt the cubes because you have to.
Nah, you're moving
Because
mad.
if you have too much water, it's hard to even reach the cubes to be able to help them dissolve.
Look, just
How
leave the
much
jelly
are you
alone.
making?
So
Of water.
so
for his jelly.
no, bruv,
teaspoon.
no,
No.
bruv.
The funny thing is,
no,
he's
bruv.
actually correct. When you're making jelly, you're supposed to use hot water to melt it down.
No,
Bro, did you know how I said? You have your hot water,
Yeah.
you put your jelly in, and then you stir.
Yeah.
And then the cubes start to break down.
Yeah.
And then you know you got your quantities right.
Yeah.
Cool. You put it in. When it's done, Mummy's like, put it in the fridge.
That's it.
In the fridge it
Done.
goes. And then tomorrow, or maybe later on today, 1 scoop of jelly, 2 scoop of ice cream, we're nice.
Oh,
Oh,
condition
no,
milk.
that's crime. All right, I'm gonna move on.
You know that jelly dead. I'm telling you, the little bit of hot water is the thing for the jelly. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna
Black
try these ways.
men are going extinct. So not what
Me there.
not what you think. So what it is that there was a post from a guy called Sully Breaks, and what he says is, you tell me after this one how much I've got left. He says that he describes the interaction that he had with another black man. So walking down the road, and he looks at the guy. The guy looks back at him. He's like, just gives him the nod, or he might have said, "Wow,
Wait. So people that don't understand,
A black no.
and you didn't even realize. You didn't. I want to lend you because you didn't realize.
Oh, go on.
Was it
When
1 or
Rain
2?
did it, he did a double nod.
Double nod, didn't it? Yeah,
Because when you see someone from a different culture, I'm like, you're right, mate. Or backwards.
Okay,
You get the,
okay.
Wagwan. You know, the backwards. When it's a black man, you get the double. Right.
So
Because
wait,
all of that is
I'm
done
gonna come
in
to
a
first.
double nod and the look.
Yep.
And then when I get it back, I feel validated.
so
Yeah.
right,
I
so
see you.
So what he said, it was another black man, and he didn't get the nod back, to the point where the man tried to walk off, and he walked up to him and said,
Wagwan, blood.
"Wagwan." What's your thoughts, JJ?
I've noticed when it comes to the head nod, it's more of a West Indian thing. Like when I've seen,
Go and sit
no,
over there.
seriously.
Go and sit over there.
Here's
No,
why.
I'll
no.
explain to you why.
Here's
Like,
why.
from what I've experienced,
Here's why.
when I see like
When
West
Wiley
Indian
sees you,
guys,
spare to the
I'll
neck.
get it. But when I see Nigerian guys, they'll just keep bopping past me, and I'm the king.
Oh,
I'm
you
the
said
king of head
Nigerian
nods.
as well.
Nigerian as
I'll
well,
be
you know.
straight. I'll be straight. Like it
Boy.
is.
You know why they
Express on that
Why is
podcast.
it so
Oh,
loud?
JJ's gone.
Wally is a different maker, as we all know.
Johnny's
From
what, fake
from my
West
situation,
Nigerian
from
Wiley.
my
Finish
situation,
it.
that's what I've always felt like. And I noticed it during lockdown. And
That's because they weren't allowed to talk to you, bro.
no.
You're coming to
I
the
noticed,
man.
I noticed,
They're like,
I noticed more the kids. The kids were giving you the head nod more than anything else. Because now, yeah,
Is that because you were in the playground, bro? What's up?
hey, yo.
Yeah, no, let's not do that.
Like, no.
Listen, JJ,
Wait.
you gotta be. I'm telling you, I gotta warn you. You gotta be careful.
You gotta
when
be
you're
sharp. You gotta be sharp. You gotta be sharp.
You're
So,
lenny,
I'm
bro.
gonna
This was outside the station.
let JJ finish, and then 2 more people, and then we're gonna move. How much have I got left?
Last one after this one.
Last one.
Yeah, man, you've been a long time, bro.
No, I've only been on for 40 minutes. 40
Sorry,
minutes.
sorry,
That's a long time,
So
bro.
the intro was half an hour.
I think the head,
no.
I think the
What are you
head nod
talking about?
isn't prevalent in the younger community right now. I don't, and it upsets me.
You know what? I've got interject. You know, I taught my son this.
I can
I said to him, come here. We need to talk. So I said, whoa. I said, you need to learn this. And the same way we learned the candy dance, he had to learn the double nod. Yeah, you just
That's a right passage.
It's
Learn the
just-
candy dance.
Yeah, I had to teach my son the candy dance. Yeah.
Can't do it myself.
Raw. Disappointment. Disappointment.
He don't care.
teach
What
you.
dance were in
To be
behind?
fair, Rain don't dance to anything.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Like, I've seen him salsa.
I've seen him dance to soca.
I've seen salsa.
Go away,
2004, 2005.
I'm
There,
never
there,
Samsung.
I got
we got videos, we got times.
I got
Yeah.
Go to Buddy, innit?
Yeah.
I got
Right. Any other comments on that? So up to your point, it was a younger man that he did the nod to and didn't get that back. So what the guy was saying is that the Sully Breaks is that the black men, as in not men are going extinct, but that culture of being able to walk down the street, nod. You don't need to know the man. You don't even need to open your mouth and say anything. It's just that mutual respect is going.
When I'm driving, and old Buddy gets this as well, so he don't even need to chat. When I'm driving, when Buddy's driving, and we're in traffic, and then we pull up, and then we're in traffic this way, there's traffic this way,
Yeah.
and we look across, and there's another man.
Yeah.
What? Especially if you see a man in a van
Yeah.
or a bus driver or in a trade vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and he's like, I'm like, respect, brother. And I'm like, I mean, I don't have one now, but if I did, he'd be like, yes, King, keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, bless up, brother.
Or he might tell you that the police up the road, be careful.
Be careful,
Yeah.
be careful. Hide your weed. Or whatever it is. JJ, hide your weed. He'll say, JJ, hide your weed. But whatever it is, at that point, I'm like, and then in my head, I'm like, I've uplifted a king.
Yeah. And vice
And
versa.
I'm hoping he's leaving thinking, I've uplifted a king. And then, as long as we all have that as a rhythm, everything should be blessed. But
Wait. Before Buddy even talks, do you know how many times I've been away on holiday, family thing, with the kids, see another black man, he gives you the walk on. And my dog will be like, you know him?
Don't know.
Do you know what the thing is though? Relly will go to an all-white, all-inclusive and be the blackface
Straight up.
there. So when he meets another one,
Straight up.
you get the...
Brother.
Listen.
Right. All I'm saying is all the food in it. I don't have to.
I'm gonna move on quickly.
How
So-
many omelets I want? I understand
I'm
that.
going to move on. So, today, not today, I think it was yesterday, marks 2 years since the death of Damilola Taylor, who was
How long?
Sorry, not Damilola Taylor, sorry. Daniel Origin. Sorry, it's got a different picture now. I was wanting to relate it. But what it is, the reason why I mention it is that there was a UK-wide study which said that 2 children die from knife injuries in the United Kingdom every day, and the average age is average age of a victim is about 14 years old.
2 children a day.
Apparently, a UK. Remember, it's a UK-wide study. UK-wide.
Okay.
When I read it, I thought, is that true? But you know what it is? You know, they come up with these stats and they say, 5 people die from cancer every day, or 10 people, or whatever it may be, or every 3rd person's got cancer. There must be some kind of logic to it. I think the study was done, or the figures came out from 2024, 2023. Is there enough being done about knife crime, considering recently Sadiq Khan has announced, I believe, that they're going to start the youth centre program again to kind of
Shout goes out to them for that.
But is the youth centre the saviour of this?
No. Well, if you do you know when if it isn't broken, don't try and fix it. When they close the youth centres down, life skills amongst young people in said urban areas considerably reduce.
Yeah, 100%.
Fact. Do you know what I mean? Like, I went youth centre, I did skydiving, I did rock climbing, I did football, athletics, tennis, cricket, orienteering. I went camping, let's start a fire, let's go fishing. All of these things. Right now, no disrespect, if I ask some of the youth, man, how do you catch a fish? I'll go supermarket. Do you know what I mean? Because that's where, like, the brain, that's where it's associated.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
Rain.
Do you know?
Rain. Sorry.
Wait, 1 second. And that's a cadet, man. So he will lay you down with his 8 straps. Do you get what I mean? Because it comes like, when that was taken away, what we noticed was there was an influx in gang violence.
Yeah.
There was an influx in disrespecting parents. There was an influx in a decline in education amongst young men. Do you get what I mean? There was an influx in all of these things. And then you think to yourself, right, what changed? And then when we think what worked for us, I don't know if the 6 of us sitting here can say it worked for us, but one thing that I can attribute a lot to, because I grew up with just my mum and my sisters. There was no man or male influence around.
Big up Tony Sutherland.
Yeah, shout goes out to Tony, Vibert, Stephen, you know what I mean? There's so many. But what it comes down to is going to the youth club, the boys club that I went to, going there meant, today we're gonna do shooting. We've got a pellet gun, we're gonna shoot cans. Today we're gonna fix a motorbike. Today we're gonna change a tire. Today we're gonna go on. I got to Buckingham Palace. I got to the White House. I got to the House of Congress. Do you know, all of these things through my youth centre, and it taught me a hell of a lot. Then when I speak to young people born 10 years later than me, and I'm like, "What did you do, boy?" I just stayed at home and played PlayStation.
They haven't left Hackney.
Do you know what I mean?
But they haven't given the ability to, like.
So to be able to bring a space back to allow these things that worked for me to work for another, I'm never gonna knock it, and I'll even volunteer my time to support.
There's only one thing I will say: the impact it had on our lives was over years of being built up. So Tony Sutherland, Vibber, all those kind of guys, they had been doing it for years. Them introducing that now, it will make a difference, but it won't make a difference immediately. We won't see the impact of this for 5 years. Because you have to remember, one of the things that those clubs and those cadets and all these kind of things brought was that you had respect for your elders. There was somebody or a group of people in there you just never ramped with.
Right.
They were...
All right, so
Buddy,
the thing about this thing is, it's a good theory and we love it because we have it within our
Yeah,
experience.
that's true.
But what if the kids don't want to go there? And
Or they just don't
go there.
But the kids are crying out for something to do.
Yeah,
that's
6
what
weeks
that's what
holiday,
they
brother.
keep saying.
You have to remember-
They've got nothing to do. That's why they're going to these malls and acting crazy.
Right.
But it's
They
got
have
nothing to do.
nothing to do. And they were like, I think, was it Birmingham, the last one they went and they did that whole scramble. And they were like, why are you here? And it was
It's
like,
all over the UK, man.
we've got nothing
You
else
got
to do.
nothing to
Like,
do.
I went to pastures in Leytonstone. And then I went to Hollycats in Thatch House. And every summer I knew I had something to do. And if it wasn't riding my bike, I remember riding to Canary Wharf from Leytonstone
Matty.
because it was something to do.
Yeah.
Like,
Man
kids
used to
don't
ride
do
from
that anymore. Like,
Hackney to Finchley, bruv.
yeah, like we were adventurous. And I think we were the original latchkey kids. There's your key. You know what time you got to be in the house.
Be back.
Make sure you're in the house. I knew point
we
blank,
didn't get
school
back.
finished at
Fend for yourself.
3:30. I had until 4:30 before that phone rang. If I went in the house by 4:30,
Phone? What phone?
it's a
What phone?
problem. Oh, no, but you got to remember, I had the lock phone in it, so it was like a padlock and everything. So I couldn't call that in it, but I knew my mum was going to call me on it.
Oh,
Every time.
And same thing like that.
Well, you never learn to tap, blood.
No. I didn't mess with my mum.
Risk it.
My mum was serious. My mum had the lock, and then she got the one you had to put the pounds in as well.
I'm
to
going
ring
to
round.
move, buddy. Last thing,
Last
and then I'm
one.
going to move on. Last one for me.
I would say, I mean, only because the knife crime thing is actually quite close
Yeah,
to my
yeah.
heart. And it's like, yes, I agree that this will give people something to do. So I do actually agree with it. It does give kids something to do, and it's how we was all grown at that time. So yeah, it takes them away from a different focus. However, I don't think it eliminates knife crime. Knife crime will only be eliminated when there's harsher sentences for carrying a knife. And if you get caught carrying a knife and you get harsher sentences for it, that will start the decline of wanting to carry a knife.
Sorry,
And
can I
that's
just
what
a quick
I
question
would say.
going around the room? Sorry, Ray. How would you feel if you're stopped and searched for a knife? Just an answer.
Stopped and searched.
Yeah.
Me now.
Yeah.
It would just be what it is. I understand it.
So you haven't got a problem being stopped and searched?
I ain't got a problem.
Do you know?
Don't have a problem if the searches are proportionate. But again, that's another discussion.
Yourself?
Same again. It has to be it can't be a situation where I look at them and it's all black faces.
Yeah.
If it's a cross section of people and you're just going, we're getting everybody. Like
Same
I've
crime,
had
then.
situations where when they were doing the knife crime barriers in Liverpool Street,
Right.
and it made no sense to me. Like, why are you not in the areas where supposedly these knife crimes are taking place? You're not in South. You're not in East. You're going to these areas where you know the worst you're going to get is a city worker with some coke in his pocket.
Yeah.
But they didn't care. It was just like to be seen to do it.
Mm.
Knife crime is based around fear. Like Tongo don't even know this. Like I got stabbed literally one day coming from a rave. Like doing a rave and someone was like, all right, cool. And I've got a slash mark on my leg.
Yeah.
For me, I didn't tell anybody. I didn't go, oh my God, it was crazy. And I live right up the road from Hackney Hospital, Homerton Hospital. I walked up the hospital, got stitched and I came back about my business. It's mad how knife crime has got to the level it is. And I think it's because the kids don't have anyone to look up to. Like you said, there is no one to say, you know, bro. Like even the road thing, there is no... We grew up in the sense of when it came to road, there was always that big guy.
Right. Yeah,
That always, no matter what,
There's always a top man.
there's always a top man. Now they're all little kids running other little kids. There's no one sitting there like, I'm from East. I know CR. Like, if you're from East, you know who CR is and you know what he's about. He run everybody. You know, if CR's coming, it's a problem for you. But there's no one like that anymore. South, I know we had to. There's no one like them. You've got kids running kids. So they're all scared.
Is there... No, actually, I'm not going to say. Sirelli, what was you going to say?
No, that was it. I just wanted to hear.
Right, just going to move on quickly. So this is a text exchange between a man and a woman. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read the text exchange, and what you're going to do in 20 seconds, if you can, tell me what you would have done in the situation. So, hey Lauren, excited for tonight. Are you still good for 8 p.m. to meet at Ted's? She replies, she says, hey Jeff, actually, I'm not good for tonight. I had a lovely time the last few dates, getting to know you. I really appreciate the book you bought me to our second date. This is hard to say, but I've been seeing somebody else and want to explore where that goes. You're a great guy and I am probably making a mistake. The response from the dude was, I'm sending you a Monzo request for the £250 for dinner that you owe me. You're trash. Now take that response out. What would your response have been to that woman?
Should have told me that response. That response is brilliant.
Buddy, let's start with you. 20 seconds.
No, you just let it go, innit? I know. If I'm being honest, you just let it go. It's gone. Don't worry, you're lost, innit? Like life, where I see things, life will come back around, and you'll be sitting there thinking, boy, I wish I kind of stayed with that guy. So that in the reels, that's what it is. But that response is brilliant.
Tongo.
Okay, cool.
That's your response.
Yep.
Okay. Citrus.
I wouldn't have sent that message.
No, what message would you send?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't send a message. No talk. No
Oh,
talk.
I've met a guy who's deleted.
No, huh?
You mean
When
delete the
she
number?
turned around and said,
Said that.
I met a guy who
So-
message deleted.
So you're not responding. Okay, fine. JJ.
Block away, see you later.
Sirelli.
Yeah, I'm on that. Block and delete is it's a move on.
I'm not even blocking. I'm just
No,
deleting.
I'm definitely gonna send you an emoji. I'm gonna give you the thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up emoji.
Nah,
No, no, no.
Nah,
No, no,
nah,
no. You ain't been ignorant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not getting that.
no.
Ask
Ray,
him-
what
ask-
are you doing?
I don't. I'd like to say I'm not going to respond, but I've just got this thing in me that if someone does something, I have to respond, and it keeps me up at night. Like people don't understand. If someone bad drives me and I know where they live, I'm going to their yard.
Can I ask one question? Was that 250 for one meal, or was it all the meals together?
I'm not sure. I'm not, it
Well,
says for,
if it's one meal, that's his own fault.
it says for dinner.
So what are you gonna respond?
Me. I might have said, all right, all the best, and then just leave it as that.
No.
But
I'm leaving it open. I'm leaving your brain to work out why did he.
do you
what
think
did
her
he
brain's
net-
working though?
It
He doesn't
is.
care.
It is. But that's none of my business. Because at this point, you deleted yourself from my life.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway,
Done.
20 seconds. That was the range roundup. Gonna hand over to Tongo, who's got the bulk of the conversation.
All right, so today's conversation is about fashion and pop culture. We're talking about from the 80s as kids to nowadays. We are going to start with, when you think about back in the day, clothing was all about your parents. I'm sure all in Caribbean households, make sure your clothes are ironed, make sure you iron the crease in your trousers, make sure you polish your shoes, starch your colours, make sure you bleach the whites. What do you think now, how it's changed between this look of Sunday best to now where it's more street, road, casual? Do you like the change? Would you like to go back? Do you integrate it in your fashion? How do you work with it?
Kids can't dress right now. Like I'm actually in the process of helping one of my friends out. She's mentoring young kids, and thank you very much. And mentoring young kids, and she asked me to come on. And I was like, why? And they said they don't know how to dress for an interview.
For an interview, right?
But
Okay.
if you can't dress for an interview, you can't dress for life, because at the end of the day, it's just your nice clothes. You can use your nice clothes to go out. I think the problem is everything became very relaxed.
Nah, I have to interject there. I don't think it's relaxed. I think priorities have changed in the sense of kids will turn up to a event in a tech fleece tracksuit. Because the tech fleece tracksuit, I don't know how much it is now. Let's say it's £250.
Mad.
They've put a value on it, and because it's valued at that, they believe that makes it acceptable.
You reckon
Where-
they're that fickle?
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Whereas
A little
if
bit.
someone turns up in some Zara jeans, just for argument's sake, just plain black jeans and a t-shirt, they're like, yeah, but that's a £20 jeans and a £15 top.
See, but I said relax, you got to also remember, we're all from the area where you couldn't get into a rave with a pair of trainers. You had to have a pair of hard bottom shoe, church shoe to get in. Now you can go anywhere, which is great for me. I love that. But that's what that generation knows now. So they don't have to make an effort. They don't have to sit there and go, okay, fair enough. Kids don't have to worry about, like, kids are walking into school with Moncler coats.
But is that a bad thing though?
A kid walking into school with Moncler coat?
Coming from a rich kid,
No.
is
Hey,
Hold up. Hey.
Oh, sorry. Well off.
okay.
Well
I
off.
was
Well off.
okay. Like, it was
Okay.
okay. It was okay.
The Moncler coat is mad.
Like, I
kid
sat
going
there.
to
if you
school's
can
mad.
afford it,
Nah,
No,
bro.
no, I'm just asking a question.
No,
if you can afford it, why not?
Because I've got you. Because at the end of the day, a Moncler coat costs what, £500 to £800. All right, and you're gonna go to school wearing a £500 to £800 coat for what? Do you know what I mean? We all have come from a background of, if we're gonna sit there and say to ourselves, we're going, you lot are coming football to watch me play football. And you're not going to come watch me play football, and you're going to wear your Gucci freaking trainers that cost £800. You're going to wear your Moncler coat because it's cold outside with worth £800. Or are you going to say, it's muddy out there, let me just put on the Zara coat, for example?
They're going to put on stuff for show.
So let's make it real.
Not me.
Most kids, by the time they reach year 10, year 11, in the winter, are rocking a Canada Goose coat.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Say it again.
They're walking around. It's
Most
standard.
kids in
It's a
year 10 to
standard.
11.
Like I know certain schools that have banned kids wearing Canada Goose coats.
Now, Canada Goose, for those who don't know, specialize. They specialize in winter coats. So that's what they do. That's what they specialize in. So if your kid is wearing one and it's cold outside, what's the problem? If you can afford it.
The difference is that's so with Canada Goose. It's a bit different. No one say Canada.
Canada Goose.
Canada Goose.
Canada Goose.
Canada Goose.
Canada Goose. Canada Goose.
Calm up.
Nearly messed up, bro.
Really?
Yeah. But with those coats, it's like they're more. It's the design of them aren't as they're not flashy or fashionable like that. They're expensive because
Value-wise, it's still...
they're expensive because they
£800.
keep you warm. They're not necessarily the fashionable ones. Like someone coming to school with a Stone Island a coat on. I'm like, right, a Stone Island. You're really gonna come to school with a Stone Island on? Like
The fact is, Canada Goose was never built for
that.
made for on the road, just wearing it. It was an expirational coat. It was literally when you go to the Antarctic and all them type of stuff.
Expedition.
And
Cool.
expedition. There you go. Fair enough. Rum's hitting.
But if you can afford it,
But just because you can afford it, do you need to have it? Because at the end of the day, like I've worked in jobs where I've seen kids come into the store and their parents have literally told me, "Can you tell me the stuff's out of stock to my child because I can't afford it."
That's wild.
that's mad.
Dean, you had your hand up.
I don't
What
think
was
you
it?
give there for.
Would you
Because
send-
at the end of the day, the kids automatically going to be like, "Oh, mummy," and he's like, "I can't afford it. I haven't got it." But every parent wants to give their child the most they can.
Yeah, but
give.
you're
How
an
about
idiot if you're gonna brook yourself to do that.
go around the room? Would you send your kids? Everyone's got kids. Would you send your kids to school in a £800 coat?
No way.
If I can afford it.
If
No
you could
way.
afford it, you'd
Yes.
do it.
Why not? So what? I
What's
take
that?
I take from the quality of what
You
a
weren't
coat
beaten
should be.
as a child anyway. You weren't beaten as a child.
Let
so
him
it's fine.
speak. Let him
I
speak.
take from the quality of what I can provide for my child because somebody else can't afford it, or I don't know, he might be looked at differently. So I've got to take the quality
For
for
me,
my child.
Nothing to do with that.
it's the practicality because going to school, you can get into
No, I'm agreeing with you.
you can get into a little scuffle, the coat rip.
But that's
It
it on the
can-
floor.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It can get
Football
cold.
It's a goal.
It
It's a
can
football
cold,
goal.
bro.
It's
The goal, something. It's a goal cone.
But
It's-
listen.
it's-
So hold on. The point is, if I can afford it, if I am a multi-millionaire, I'm buying my child what.
But let's be real, multi-millionaires are all doing it. That's not fair.
For example, my son wears trainers which are treble the price of anyone in his schools. So I should not let him go to school.
And you let him go take that to
He
school.
plays basketball in the Spider-Man ones.
Damn.
His teacher looks at him like
That's a trainer, man.
No, but what it is, I can afford it. You know what I mean? So what? I should put him in a pair of plimsolls because that's play basketball in the trainers that you like.
But there's a difference between a 200 pair of parachutes, like £190 parachutes when they first came out, to an £800 coat. To go to school, to sit there and then.
But you're
you've
just
got-
talking about figures.
No, but look at this one. You've got an £800 coat on your back with a £20 Nike Air backpack on your back as well. What kind of? I understand you can afford. I understand you can afford it.
What are you teaching
What
them?
are you teaching them?
Right, exactly. So my son only recently understood what he was wearing on his feet. When he wore them, it's like they're just a pair of Jordan 1s. I like Jordan 1s. It was his teacher at school that said,
pointed
"Hold on, those are quite expensive, and they're the first ones. They're not the second ones that cost £200. They're the first ones that go for £700." Now, I thank you. I didn't pay that for them because at the time when I bought them, he was a size 2.5. Therefore, they were junior sizes, so they cost about £45, £50 or whatever. But the resale value is what does it to them.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, he's got them in the closet. I could take them out and sell them for whatever. So I should stop him from having those trainers because of what they cost.
100%.
No. Again,
Okay,
it's
hold
about
on,
But there's a difference
practicality.
between shoes and a coat.
Because
Same thing.
it's not like, all right, unless he likes no other Jordan 1s, yeah, on the planet, you could buy him a plain pair of black Jordan 1s and he can go and play the basketball in them. He doesn't have to pay them in the super special Spider-Man
£700.
ones.
No, but I
You
can
understand?
understand. I
Madness.
understand what you're saying about giving him the best thing when it comes to trainers. I am not gonna lie. Like when it comes to my daughter knew from since she was born. Okay, daddy doesn't play around with shoes. Like I got her first pair of shoes was a custom made pair of Vans. Literally, art Disney, the whole 9 yards. I paid ridiculous for them, but I wanted to have them. So I do understand, but I knew she was going to wear them, and I've still got them to this day because it's just my memory of her. But when it comes to an £800 coat, that we're in a country where you're never going to use it to its fullest ability. Like, you're walking every day on your foot, so you're going to use them shoes. An £800 coat, what are you doing? Because half the time you're not in that coat.
Yeah, but if you can afford it, is what Sirelli's point
The
is.
problem is
If
half
you
these
can
people
afford
can't
it.
afford it.
Right,
It's-
no, all right,
what
that's
you're
right.
teaching
Well,
us.
that's the
Hold
problem.
on.
Hold on.
No, what you're teaching the kids, man.
No, because if you
Let me
teach,
respond to him.
if you teach your kid about the brand and they become a slave to the brand, totally agree. That's
100%.
different. Now, if your child, this is just a coat, and I can afford it because let's just say, I don't know, let's say I'm earning Cristiano Ronaldo money. So every time I score a goal or whatever I'm doing, I'm getting X amount of money. I don't care what my
But
son's
you also
wearing.
remember you're going to school with
I'm about to
Cristiano
say the same
Ronaldo kids. But
on,
these
no,
kids are doing it.
Okay, well, okay.
These
Apples
kids
and
are doing it
oranges,
in
bro.
norm.
Come
like,
on.
let's
I
be
said
fair,
I'm earning Cristiano Ronaldo money. I didn't say I was going to school with Cristiano Ronaldo type
But your
kids.
kids, if you're earning Cristiano Ronaldo money, your kids are going to be in Cristiano Ronaldo environment.
Let me respond to Buddy. So, Bud, let's put it into a different kind of category so you can see. You take your child on holiday, yeah? Let's say you go to all-inclusive. Yeah.
You know.
Let's say you go to Disney World. To your child, this is just a holiday. Your child doesn't realize you spent 10 bags to get there, to put them in a hotel, plus the tickets to go to Disney World is another £300 or whatever the case may be. This is what you're just showing. They just see the holiday. They don't see the value of it. So it's up to you to make the important point. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to highlight the fact that it cost me this much. Or I'm going to highlight the fact that it's Disney World. Or I'm going to highlight the fact that this is a family holiday. We're out to have a good time. It's what your child learns from that. So when Rain and I are saying, what's wrong with them wearing that coat? If the point that you're giving to them isn't the fact that, oh, I bought you this coat, it's £1,000.
Okay, but the children in the school know.
Exactly.
It's
And you're a target.
£800.
You're a target.
It is the fashion, so they know.
That's a different point.
You're a target.
That's a different point.
It's like- it's a different point.
That's a different point.
If you're in,
Oh,
if
so
you're
let
in
me
Canada
let me
Goose,
finish. Let me finish.
No.
So these children, they want the Canada Goose coat, not because daddy bought it. It's because at school everyone's talking about Canada Goose coat and it being exclusive and how exclusive it is and how popular you will be for having a Canada Goose coat or the freshest Jordan 1s or blah 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 because of that. Like when we was back in the day, it was about getting the wallabies, about getting the raggers, about getting the click suit, about getting the. Do you understand? It's the same thing.
I get you, but what you have to understand is, if this is the lifestyle you've given your kids. So, for example, when you asked me, what do I like to wear? I said a Lululemon tracksuit. You lot laughed. That Lululemon tracksuit, £250, £300.
Okay.
That's why I'm not buying it, because it's that much.
No, but I never paid that for it.
Oh, my thing. I'll get me one then.
But what I'm saying is, to you, that's not the first thing you saw. You just laughed at the name Lululemon. So you're proving my point in the fact of, if your child doesn't know that this is the value that it is, this is the life they have lived.
But
for example, one second, perfect example, my son. My son now is like, when we go on holiday, yeah, Dad, please make sure there's a swimming pool to the room.
Mad.
To him, because that's what he's used to. Since he was a child, we're like, whatever you want to call it.
That's kind of proving Buddy's point to an extent, though, isn't
No,
it?
because that's what he was brought up to. That's the life standards.
So it's still.
But at the end of the day,
point, right?
you've also got to remember. You've also got to remember with the
Thank you,
holiday.
Ray.
The holiday, he's not. He or she is around you, so that's normal to when you're going into a normal school and you've got that person that's getting the free school dinners, and you're rolling in with a Canada Goose coat. You're a target, and I'm coming for you all.
But the
guns
target
blazing.
is a different point.
But you are.
That's a different point.
No,
If we're-
he's agreeing with you.
But that's the thing. That is the thing of what's going on with fashion right now and kids right now. They are literally sitting there going, I am going to get that coat because you have an £800 coat and wearing Hackney. That don't make no sense. And parents are now doing what they're, and I said, they're stupid for doing it. They're buying it as Christmas presents. So you're sitting there buying a £700 coat for your child to go to school. And as we said earlier, put it down on the floor and play as a goalpost.
Again,
So
it's
true.
We're just going to keep going
Yeah,
around
yeah,
the
yeah.
circle. So to move on from that, we have these clothes that are very expensive, yeah? And I'm sure we've all come from the days where we had our good clothes
Oh, yeah.
and our house clothes or play outside clothes or our... Now, do you still do that
Yes.
for yourselves?
Yes.
And do you do that with your children?
I have my room is split, so I have my day-to-day wardrobe, then I have my going out wardrobe, and then I have at my bottom of my bed is my let me just jump on. I need to go to the shop. I need to do this tracksuit bottom, whatever it is. I think that's just been ingrained in me, so it will never ever change. And for me, luckily, I showed my daughter to a certain extent that exact same way. I think you should always have pieces. I think that's the one thing with people. Like my pet peeve has always been with people like you're wearing if it's Gucci, you're all in Gucci. Like, what are you doing? Like, are you a mannequin for Gucci? Like, it doesn't make sense. But that's unfortunately for our culture, we see status through price. And that's the way
And labels.
And labels. And that's the way, because like you said, Sunday best. We all know where that comes. I hope most people know where that comes from, or the history of where it comes from. The slave masters actually giving you one good pair of clothes. So it's obviously now we've just obviously taken it to a next level. But the funny thing is about it, the first thing we do is when we get money is we go crazy and we buy this and we buy that. We buy the things of status, but not realizing. Like I know my boy, one of my boys, and he's not. People don't care about me saying this. He came out of Penn. The first thing he did was bought a Benz. And I'm like, bro, what the hell are you doing?
Where was he living?
At his mumsy's.
Problem.
And that's the problem with it. At the end of the day, we are so focused on the material value of things and not the actual, okay, cool, I look nice.
And the brand.
Like I remember, like, I don't know if anyone, I used to shop in Uniqlo. I could go in and get a £50 outfit.
100%.
Uniqlo.
What? Back in the day, Japanese denim, as you said, nice little flannel shirt.
Uniqlo's a thing now.
Yeah, but you ain't getting it for £50. But that's it's still a touch.
Fine.
It's still like, but that's the thing. People don't know how to dress because they dress by label.
Yes.
They don't dress by, you can sit there and go, I didn't think of anything today. I've got that brand. Everyone's got a different brand on and we can sit there and go, okay, I'll just put something together. Nowadays, when you go out, it's like Gucci belt, the Gucci this, the Gucci glasses, Gucci shoe. I'm like,
Is that a man thing though? Because
No.
because when I
No.
look at some females that are out there in raves or out, they're not afraid to say that their thing come from Shein or Pretty Little Thing. Like you do get some that are very designer,
No, but they
but
mix it though, innit?
not
They mix it.
not the majority. They might have
They'll have a Louis belt and then they'll have a red bottom shoes or
And this is
something.
the
And
thing,
it's like,
because
oh,
women have more,
okay.
they've got more, like for us as guys, pair of jeans and a top.
We ain't got much
There-
accessories.
There isn't much accessory, so
You sure?
not really.
well, not really, not compared to women, bruv. Women can add up a full list of accessories and
It's
end
just
up
the
in
way
10
that they
grand.
do
It's the
their
way they
thing.
do
So
things.
women will buy, like you said, they'll buy a Shein dress.
Yeah.
And then they'll turn and say, how are we going to spice this up?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have a Gucci belt. And then
buy
we're
a
going to wear
belt. Yeah.
some expensive pair of shoes.
the red bottoms,
shoes.
and then we're gonna wear,
and then got nice earrings on, which doesn't matter.
LV
if they're
handbag,
fake.
Yeah.
Yep.
and then
Most
we're gonna have a
Handbag's going to be nice.
Most
diamond
men
chain
don't
in it.
accessorize. They don't know. They don't think to accessorize. Like today, I've literally everything matches. So my watch goes with my trainers. My hat goes with it.
I feel like you got two watches on.
Yeah, I know. I used to work in the watch shop, so I can't. It's a weird situation.
Can't tell the time.
No,
One analog, one
You're
digital.
quick. No, both. No, so basically I went to a watch shop, so I couldn't have my own watch on. I had to have the company watch on, so my wrist feels weird. So I've all for like, I have to have two watches. But even with that, most guys don't know how to accessorize. So it's just a thing of where you can find a little chain or a little piece of earrings, but they choose not to. So they just will blanket themselves, or the most guys will accessorize as a man bag. That's a standard man accessory now, is a man bag.
But
Apart from that, they don't go anywhere else because they don't feel they have to, because it's peacocking. That's why and I do believe that when you're sitting there in every single label, the same label, you'll just want to be look at me.
But
That,
the worst thing is that comes from when we was younger, or even now, you can't wear like a Nike tracksuit bottoms and an Adidas tracksuit top.
Oh no.
So wearing the same thing head to toe.
But
It's not from that, innit?
you can't. But it's brand. You remember, you can't wear the same sports brand. You can sit there and have a pair of D&G jeans and a Versace shirt, because then the logo is going to be small. It's your choice. But people just sat there and was like, okay, I want to show I've got money. I've sat there in shops and guys have gone.
You have to also remember remember we used to have the off keys?
Yeah.
They was made as a suit.
Of course.
yeah.
Like I remember going to Probitos and sitting there getting my suits.
So you're saying people are wearing a suit and it looks odd and or they're wearing all head to toe, but we've come from you wear it head to toe because you buy the suit which is matching head to toe.
But
yeah,
you
but
remember-
Tongo, as time has gone by, what's happened is they will buy the designer, but it will have to have the designer logo stretched across the front. And they've got the trousers and the name's going. Whereas before, you would have bought yourself a pair of jeans and it's got a little Versace logo there, or it's just got the thing there. But
Have
now, the difference is now they've got to make sure that everybody knows that this is what they're wearing.
I have to rebuke that because when we was younger, you wanted everyone to know.
No,
that you
no, no, no. You got to remember when we were younger.
When we finish,
Go ahead, go on.
because you wanted everyone to know that you had the Versace off key. You wanted everyone to know that you had the Versace shades with the line on the side. You wanted everyone to know
They were
that
the
you had
Man said
the-
lion on the side.
the designer thing on.
But you also got to remember the logo.
There was also designs that had more minimalistic showing of the label. Of course. But the fashion was off keys, which was literally laced with the label all over it, plastered head to toe.
True, but you've also got to remember that there was collaborations where the labels. So you have to look at Iceberg. There was Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
So that was there. You had Machino, had the Street Fighters, the Babies, the Sun. It was always we have our normal pieces, and then we have that one wild piece that we're gonna bring out and see what happens. Now it's just all wild. It's just
I'm about to say they still do the same thing now.
depending on the branding, but it's just like everything. It has to be this giant logo to go. Look at me! I have this logo, and it's like no one wants to be understated. It's the peacocking situation, as I said before.
100%.
Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to, as you said, wants to be like, okay, cool. I've got this. I've got that. I've got this, and it's just like you can't dress. You sit there and you're going into being, I want the biggest, loudest t-shirt to be seen to stand out, so
With the
everyone
brand name on
knows that I've got a Gucci t-shirt or I've got that. But then you can go.
I'm on Gucci, innit?
No, I'm not a big.
I'm joking.
To be fair, I'm not a big fan of Gucci from lockdown because of obviously certain things they've done. And for me, and that shows you our culture. We sat there during lockdown saying we're not going to go with Gucci, we're not going to mess with this brand because they came out with the gollywogs, and then we forgot about it. Because it's a status.
I don't forget nothing.
I don't. But
Tommy
Tommy
Hilfiger.
H&M.
And Tommy Hilfiger.
Tommy
Hilfiger.
Who's the
I
other
used to
one?
work for Tommy.
Those are my
Moncler,
two.
you mentioned.
Yeah.
Don't deal with none of them people there. Like bun them all. From you go down that route, bun them all.
So, it seemed I was getting a little bit heated there. Everyone's got very good opinions. We're now, I'm assuming, all in our over 40s, yeah? Do we still wear the same fashion that we was wearing 20 years ago? For the most part? Or have we completely changed our wardrobes? Also, bear in mind with that, have you altered your wardrobe for work or for your partner, or has your partner urged you to change your wardrobe?
Fashion's changed, isn't it? So whereas, like you said earlier on, the off keys and stuff like that, that's not necessarily the thing that's in now. So whereas I'd go to a rave and I'd wear off keys and
So do
everyone
you
like,
follow fashion?
no, it's not about following fashion.
I'm
It's
just
just
asking.
that times change, innit? So whereas the baggy clothes was in, baggy clothes aren't necessarily in no more. So now you're wearing different types of clothes. It just follows like flares in the 70s. People were wearing flares. People ain't wearing flares no more. So you're not going to see people wearing that. Do you know what I mean? So
Would you stop
it
wearing
changes
something
with the times.
because fashion's changed? So, for example, if you were one of those people that used to wear tight jeans, would you stop wearing them now if you've got them in your wardrobe because fashion has changed?
It's just not what would be. It just wouldn't be fashionable to wear it.
So you wouldn't wear it?
So you just would, without even knowing it, you would just be coaxed out of it. You just come out of it. It's like afros were the thing. People in the 70s, afros were the thing. Everyone rocked an afro. And now all of a sudden, no one rocks an afro.
What if I could?
That's nice.
No, but no one will rock an afro unless they're going to get plaits and stuff like that. They didn't do that. Then all of a sudden, it was the everyone was curling up their hair. That was one thing. So it all changes. So you can't sit there and say, would you still do it if Probably you just follow the times change and things change, and then you just go along with the times. That's what happens.
So just what about you?
I don't follow fashion. I stopped following fashion about 25 years
12
ago.
minutes ago. 12 minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't bother with that. For me, I think about what I want to look like, and I wear the color or the style of what I want to look like. If it's and as you lot know, if it's a bright pink short suit,
Salmon.
yeah, salmon to make them feel more comfortable. I don't care. But if it's a bright pink short suit with my pink hat and pink shades, I'm wearing it. If it's all black with a one white line going, I'm wearing it. I don't look at popular culture because it changes so frequently and it doesn't necessarily reflect who I am as a person. So for example, and you know, I'll talk about Buddy with this, is we go Ascot every year. Ascot's traditionally top hat and tails. And I want to say it was the first one. Maybe it was the second one. I can't remember. But I bought a suit and I cut the suit. I cut the suit into shorts because the first, it was probably the second one. The first Ascot, we went with the waistcoat, shirt, trousers. I was so hot. I said, I'm not doing that again. So I cut my trousers into shorts, hemmed it up to make it look like a little preppy kind of.
Did you hem it yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah, hemmed it myself to make it look like,
the skills we have.
to make it look like a little preppy thing. And when I went out there, you know what I mean? People are like, wow, like, look. The thing is, you look different to everyone else. And I said, well, this is my thing.
This is
So now every other year, if you see me in a different kind of
shorts team.
altered suit,
Altered suit.
yeah, come on, respect it. But if you see me in an altered suit, for example, because that's my thing, do you know what I mean? And I will turn around and find, that lapel might go with this, or that tie pin, I'm gonna put in my hat. Do you know what I mean? Because that will match the tie, that will match the socks, or whatever the case is. And then more women than men. Women will be like, right, I see the whole style from top to bottom. Men will be like, oh, you're all right.
You're not wearing Gucci.
Right, but women would turn around. And for me, the validation is nice, but as long as I look in the mirror and I like what I see, I couldn't care less. This is why I will have, like if you can see, Rain's got grey, boring jeans on. But no disrespect, he can wear them every podcast. I'd never notice it.
Right.
JJ has now got super rips and a Nike switch.
With the jacket to match.
With the jacket to match.
So that can't wear again for a long
So
time.
if he wears it next week, I'll be like, all right then,
Yes.
boy, your wardrobe looks limited, bruv. I don't care how many trainers you got.
Boss.
Do you know what I mean? Like right now, this is, and I'm not saying, I'm not judging, but I'm turning around and saying, for me, I'd rather sit in the timeless position than not. And a way to prove that was I bought a pair of, I don't know what they're called. What's the label that hang out stuff big from the pocket? I bought it from you, brother. I don't know.
The jeans.
Oh,
The jeans.
Subi jeans.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I bought them. And I wore them to a podcast. Like, hey. Buddy's like, right, you got baggy jeans on, lovers. You're right. And I'm like, yeah, I got them from and he's like, yo, where'd you get them? I'm like, because am I now not allowed to wear this? Or what? Because they know I'm going to be in the grey standards, right? And stepping out of that standard, they were like, well, what's going on there? Which then made me think, well, one second, if I'm too predictable, tomorrow I'm going to wear a hazmat jumpsuit.
Straight up.
Do you get what I mean? Because I need to keep you on your toes.
Straight up.
You don't know who's going to turn up or why. And that's what I prefer. Just one other point I'd like to make. One other thing that I believe in is when I work, I wear my uniform for work. I have a t-shirt, I have a hoodie, I have a hat, I have a jacket, I have tracksuit bottoms, and I have shorts. And I wear the whole thing in whatever combination because I want people to know this is my thing.
it's a
I'm
brand,
representing me. Do you get what I mean? It's not about anything else. Sorry. And the last point with that is the sooner we understand when it comes to fashion and popular culture that we just need to represent ourselves, the price tags don't matter.
Right, okay.
100%.
I think for me, actually, I think going back to the question, it was, have you changed your style over the years? The style would change because I earn more money, so therefore I can afford stuff that I wouldn't have been able to get when I was younger. But one of the things that I had a bit of a reality check so I used to work at Sainsbury's. So I was a personnel. I was a PTM at Sainsbury's, and Sainsbury's.
I didn't do letters. I don't know what that means.
Sainsbury's, you had to dress corporate, and I mean suits, tie had to be tied properly to get into 33 Holborn, which was the head office. If you didn't have a tie on, you couldn't get in there, and I hated it. I hated wearing the suit. I hated having to learn to tie a tie properly, and I didn't hate it. It was a good life skill, but I hated having to have different shirts every day. So I made sure when I left Sainsbury's, I didn't get into a job which I could go to work dressed like this if I wanted to. Now, going back to the point about kids of this day and age, thinking that they can wear tech fleece to interviews, is that the fault of some of the young entrepreneurs and the people that are owning firms like, I don't know, I don't want to say Microsoft, but you got these tech billionaires or whoever, where they are only wearing t-shirts or tracksuit bottoms, and these people are rich and they're thinking, right, that I don't understand the corporate world. I don't understand investment banking. I don't understand banking. Being a solicitor, that's not for me, because it's not in the limelight. What I see is Mark Zuckerberg in a white t-shirt and shorts walking around. I see the Joe Rogan podcast where he's talking about t-shirts from this vintage or whatever it may be. Is that the reason why they've lost touch in regards to how to formally prepare for an interview in regards to their dress sense?
Really already answered the question. What it comes down to is they see a price tag and they automatically associate that with wealth and wealth with acceptable. So
I'm not sure.
it's so they can wear an off-key top or wear a top with hella colours, designs and whatever else. And then one of us would say, are you wearing that to your interview? This costs £700.
Yep.
They're not even understanding that it may not necessarily fit in with a formal a UK scripted formal environment. I should make that clear, because it doesn't have to necessarily be that, but to understand this is what formal looks like. And you know where you see it the most? And it's scary. Funerals and weddings.
This is a big
When you see certain people coming along and they bring their kids, and at the funeral, they've got
a black tracksuit.
A black tracksuit on. And I'm looking at it and I'm like,
I hate that.
what?
Why?
What about trainers? What about trainers? Because I've been to weddings and people have worn trainers.
And trainers, madness. So
David is talking.
Just dismiss it, bruv. Just keep on moving. Dismiss it, bruv.
As you were.
Bruv, what it comes down to is, like, for me, if you're going to walk in, from a religious point of view, you're going to walk into the house of God, you then need to turn around and represent yourself in a respectable way. And when I say respectable way, you respect yourself, but you respect your parents, your grandparents, and your family. And if they have a standard, this is what we're living towards, sit within the standard. Don't turn around and say, my £800 tracksuit's more than everything you're wearing, so therefore I'm going to wear this. Where the standard, if it may be, we're going to wear... Because there are some funerals, and like I went to an Eritrean funeral, and everyone wore just white robes.
Yep.
And it was the standard. I weren't now going to turn up in a white tracksuit because I didn't own a white robe. I had to go and source a white robe.
Yeah, of course.
Because I wanted to respect what was going on and understand that. Do you know what makes me laugh? And you lot can just close your eyes and picture this, even those listening. You go to a funeral, a christening, a wedding, or whatever the case is. A lot of people are there all dressed formally.
Yep.
Cousin turns up, brethren turns up, aunt turns up, sister turns up with a ute. He don't want to be there or she don't want to be there. They've now got their hands in their pocket, headphones on.
With a hoodie on.
Trying their best to be cool, but exclusive, if you get what I mean.
At my wedding.
At whoever's wedding.
At my funeral. I wake up out the dead.
Say that to you. Rain. The funeral part of things, I think there's so many things you're being kind of unfair with. Weddings, not so much. Funerals, you might have just said, come dressed comfortable, innit? It might be just, you might like wish it not on you, Rain, touching wood, but you might turn and say to yourself, you know what, everyone come with their best crepe. Because,
however, very different.
You know what I mean?
Very different. Because we went to the one that was like everyone wear your football tops.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're right. Sorry to interrupt you. If it's specified, like some funerals are like, don't wear black, wear colourful colours. Get it. But if my wedding, turn up to my wedding.
I didn't say wedding. I said funeral. That's why.
I'm just saying. Well, turn up to my wedding, and you are in
crepe
shorts or crepe.
So you know where
there will be. Oh, no, of course not. Not the reception part. Yes, 100%. But the wedding, getting married, don't come to my team.
The crazy thing is, Ray, do you know what happened?
In trainers,
there'll be security brethrens. I'll just be like, yo, bro.
You know. I've said it on the podcast. If you see someone, tap them and say he doesn't want that here, you got to go to the car, and that's fine. That will be fine. A funeral, unless my family have specified we're trained. Come smart.
But then not even just that, you also got to respect the fact that not everybody's in positions to buy certain things, and that's the problem. No, hold on, and that might be the case, because that might be a case that I've got my Moncler coat and that's what I've chosen to buy. I don't own a suit.
Let's call
Do you know what I mean?
Primark.
I'm not saying.
Whoa,
Let's call
brother.
H&M.
No,
Because they have a smart department.
I'm not saying that's us. I'm not saying that's our friend group. But I'm saying there's certain people out there they might not own it.
There are boys that work with me, right? Roadmen that work with me. When there's a formal thing going on, yo, Citrus, can I borrow a shirt, please?
Brother.
Can I get a pair of trousers?
Can I borrow
Primark,
shoes?
Primark, £8 shirt, bro.
I'm like, do you know what? Come get it. Because I understand it's not part of your wardrobe, but you want to respect the thing and respect the thing. Don't disrespect your name. Don't disrespect your family. Do you know what I mean? Present yourself in the best light.
Where did that get lost? Where did it not? Because as Tongo said, like, it's literally been a thing of where we knew this is what we have in our wardrobe.
Yeah.
When
When
was
we
a
were
sudden
young-
disconnect where it was like, okay, I can just wear what the
need it.
hell I want to
But
wear.
JJ, when we were young, could you step out, saying to your mum, we're going to the christening, funeral, wedding,
What, in trainers?
and you got, not even trainers,
t-
I'm going to
t-shirt,
make it even worse, a jumper, a shirt on and a jumper over it. Like,
Matchbox.
My mum used to, listen, I for most of my child life, I didn't even know what I was going to wear. It was on the bed.
and because that's
for the towel.
Exactly.
Because
I don't like these trousers, mum. So
No, was that the maid? Did the maid
because
do that?
because the standard was set, you knew what it was. So when you were dressing yourself, you realise every time I've been to this type of vacation, we wore this.
Yep.
So this
bring
is what I'm
little
wearing.
messages in the back of your. You knew that this was it. It's Sunday church time. Yeah, I'm going for the trousers at the back with the crease.
My
With
mum
the crease
always
for the
said,
line.
Yeah,
my mum
with the
With the
fold-ups
line.
at the bottom.
always told me,
Seam.
you may be broke, but don't dress broke. And that's the, she didn't mean by value, she just meant carry yourself like you're made of money.
But the kids now don't understand what that means. They look at carry yourself looks like money. I'm wearing a tracksuit, and a tracksuit is £300, so therefore
But-
I'm wearing something that's worth more than what you're wearing. Therefore, it's validated.
We keep talking about the Tech Fleece tracksuit, but we got to look at Central C was the one that made it popular. He was the one that made it like, you can wear it anytime, every day,
Oh, upset Ray.
every moment,
I
every
mean,
second.
it was out before.
No, it's out before.
Apparently, the
He-
Americans have claimed that they made Tech Fleece.
No,
Tech
no,
Fleece.
that's a lie.
That was
That's a lie.
that was
is
an English
absolute
roadman
lie.
thing.
That is an absolute lie. As it being going back and forth from the States.
And we're not picking on them.
They only realised about the Tech Fleece tracksuit literally when he was talking about it.
As an
And
English roadman
the
thing.
NBA. The NBA, when they started, which would have been 2022, when they were having the Tech Fleece tracksuits as standard as obviously their warm-up suits.
Okay.
The uniform suits. That's when the Americans found out about Tech Fleece tracksuit. Nike did not push Tech Fleece tracksuits in America because they didn't wear tracksuits like that. They don't really
Don't
wear.
need to.
They don't wear stuff
It's
like
warm
that.
anyway.
It's like it's warm all the time. Like that's a UK. That's a European thing. A tracksuit is a European thing. Like they're gonna throw in a pair of shorts or a pair of jeans or something or a pair of Timbs. Like they're not gonna wear a pair of Timbs with a pair of a trackie. Like it does. Their whole way of thinking. Like New York's very much I'm gonna have Timbs on. Does it go with Timbs? Like that was my whole thing as a kid. I knew, does it work with Timbs? If it
You know
doesn't
what?
work with Timbs,
You used to live in America, so
if
there
it
you
doesn't
go.
if it doesn't work for Timbs, then it doesn't work. But I knew I couldn't wear it. But now I think when it comes to the whole Tech Fleece vibe and the laziness of fashion, it's because there isn't that parent going, yo, fix up, you can't look like that.
So, with that, JJ was going to let you know, going to surprise you now. We have a segment on our podcast called Empty the Clip. Right? Now, this segment is a quick fire, 90 seconds? Minute?
Yeah, 90 seconds.
Well, quick fire round. There's no pausing, no hesitation, no. It's like, I can't remember that game show
Smell
was. What's the game show that was like that?
Smell it.
Yeah, like that. You just have to answer instinctively, right? Caesar's gonna run that. It's his little segment. And what's wrong with you, bro?
Love it, bro.
Right? Caesar's gonna run that.
I don't know. Everyone's grinning
so we're
and
gonna-
smiling right now.
So we're gonna put you on a spotlight.
No, you're safe. You're safe.
You're safe. But we're gonna
now.
it's focus on you. It's gonna be just you. We're gonna dim the lights, spotlight on you. Quick fire thing. It's serious.
Let the tiger loose. Let the tiger loose.
So you ready?
Go.
All right, cool.
So
We're gonna
let's
put
just.
pause in the
Do you
podcast
want
right
to stay?
there.
Do you want to move from there? Or
Pin
should
it,
we
pin
move
it,
from
pin
there?
it.
Yeah,
so
really,
you
you need
move
to
from
bounce.
there. Jay, you
we're gonna
sit in
pin
the
it in.
corner.
Oh, and you got the light.
He did it. If I don't lie, if I don't lie,
Yeah, let really do it.
Boom.
yeah, it's really did. All right, cool.
Alright, it's gonna be
Where you
interesting.
go? Where you go? Put it on rain.
Check the group.
However, look into that camera.
Cool.
Don't look
I'm
at
going
us.
to ask you the questions, yeah?
All right, go.
So he's got it.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Mm. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, wow, you really did dim the lights. I thought you were joking.
Bro.
Serious.
All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, so
Feels like question time.
JJ, this is your empty the clip. Can I get 90 seconds on the clock, Rain Man?
90 seconds on the clock. Done.
Can you confirm your name?
JJ DeBerry.
And what is your area of expertise?
Ooh, fashion.
This is your empty the clip. The time starts now. Tracksuit or jeans?
Jeans.
Fresh crepe or fresh trim?
Fresh crepe.
Designer head to toe or high street?
High street.
UK fashion or US fashion?
US fashion.
Confidence makes the outfit or outfit makes the confidence?
Confidence makes the outfit.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Loud statement or clean and minimal?
Bit of both.
Loud statement or clean and minimal?
Loud statement.
Matching set or mix and match?
Mix and match.
Oversized or slim fit?
Oversize.
Hype trainers or underrated?
Hype trading.
Mixed shapes fashion or fashion shapes music? Sorry, music shapes fashion or fashion shapes music?
Music shakes fashion.
Expensive equals better or style equals better?
Style equals better.
Box fresh or crease but styled?
Box fresh.
Fake designer or stay within budget?
What? Stay within budget.
One hard outfit or 5 calm outfits?
5 calm outfits.
Brand loyalty or wear what looks good?
Wear what looks good.
Looking rich or being rich?
Being rich.
Crepes first or outfit first?
Crepes first.
All black or colour?
Colour.
Plain tee or graphic tee?
Graphic tee.
Hood up or hood down?
Hood up.
Puffer jacket, trench coat?
Trench coat.
Shorts or tracksuit bombs?
Shorts.
White crepe, black crepe?
White crepe.
Logo, no logo?
No logo.
Street brand or luxury brand?
Luxury brand.
UK brand or US brand?
UK brand.
Drip for motive or drip for everything?
Drip for everything.
Tight jeans, baggy jeans?
Baggy jeans.
Rings or chains?
Rings.
This is your final question. Beanie or snapback?
Beanie.
JJ, this has been your empty the clip. Can we get a round of applause, please? JJ, I want you to nominate someone else in the room for empty the clip. Anyone.
Ooh.
Just point.
I'll go rings. I'm in
Oh, right, me.
I'm
Rain,
in
empty the clip.
I'm in
Oh, I've got to sit in that chair as
Go
well.
sit in the chair.
Oh, and it was my idea.
man, innit? So I gotta see where you're going.
Yeah,
Wait, they did that to me last time, so you just have to deal with it, bro.
Okay.
Some
90 seconds.
foolishness.
Rick Sanchez
Hold on.
on.
Get it. Let me give you 90
It
seconds.
needs a
hold on.
90 seconds.
Yeah,
It needs a Rick Sanchez weed. It's all right. Tongo,
American fashion over English fashion.
Yeah.
just we'll come back to it.
Yeah, I don't know.
One second. Let's get the
Huh?
timer up. Give me a second. Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't dress as
can I
Can we
get
have
the
the
lights?
lights?
everywhere. European fashion is always better.
Right.
Rain _Nelson _445. This is your empty the clip 90 seconds based on fashion and black culture. Are you ready?
Mad. All right, go.
Please share your name.
Rain Nelson.
Tongo, start the time.
Go.
Drip or not?
Drip.
Dress to impress or dress to express?
Dress to impress.
What you think or what people think?
What I think.
Cultural influence or personal taste?
Bit of both. But
Cultural influence or personal taste?
personal taste.
Loud brands or quiet luxury?
Quiet.
Fit for comfort or fit for attention?
Oh, comfort, obviously. Yeah.
Try hard or effortless?
Try hard.
Online shopping or in-store experience?
Always in store.
Queue for releases or buy it later?
Queue for what? I never buy it there. I don't queue for nothing because I can't answer the question.
Sure. Limited drops are always available.
The limited drops are always available though.
Limited drops
I
or...
can't answer the question. I can't answer the question. I can't answer the question.
We don't like him. All right. We'll keep neutral or bright colours.
I like bright colours, man.
Everyday drip or occasional drip.
Occasional.
Fashion rules or no rules.
No rules.
All designer or no designer.
No designer.
Roadman aesthetics or fashion aesthetics?
Roadman.
Grime era or new gen?
Grime.
Matching tracksuits or split pieces?
Matching tracksuits.
Clean trainers only or beat but style?
Clean trainers only.
Expensive trainers or multiple cheaper pairs?
It's a difficult question. It's difficult because
One answer, please.
multiple cheaper pairs.
Okay, your final question is designer shades
Yeah.
or no sunglasses?
Oh, okay. It'd have to be designer shades, but I wouldn't wear designer shades.
Why?
Because
Rain, this has been your Empty the Clip
Yeah,
based
exactly.
on
This is-
fashion. Can we get a round of applause, please?
yes.
No, well, no.
Yeah, I've got one pair of designer shades, and someone bought them for me, and they're
Cheers,
the
Willie.
Prada ones, and I'd wear them, but I don't designer shades. I don't even
No,
care.
I've kind of started to upgrade onto
Like,
them.
those
To
are
be
not,
fair,
they don't look like designer, but that's
oh,
me.
F3s, bro.
Well, those are mine.
I mean, oh,
What are you talking about?
I thought it was his. I thought he was cussing someone else's
No,
shades.
those are mine, but
Oh.
they're not designer.
I was going on socks, man. I just realised there's
Wait,
some
wait,
flappers on the thing.
We've got a few minutes left, so we've got to explore the whole thing. That's just at Tongo.
I'll get into that. Don't worry.
It is a wee.
Right, you got a goal, man.
So is that old man, bro.
So it doesn't mean you have to pause for a minute.
Do we?
Yeah, because you can't have him not
You
there.
could have done hustle and bustle in. JJ, your Empty the Clip was actually very good.
Yeah, man.
I was very impressed with it. Buddy has some questions though.
Oh,
What
the
do you-
American thing. The
Oh, your mic.
Oh, sorry. So,
is he still on?
it's not.
Eh, doesn't stop.
It's not in the sense of the style. It's more. There are more black-owned brands than there are in the UK. So, as I said, I wear Fear of God. That's one of the reasons why it's black-owned. Virgil, well, Off-White. That's another one brand that, well, before Virgil passed away, that was another brand that I really heavily took into. For me, the last real,
But Off-White wasn't the brand.
it was
Off-White wasn't Virgil.
It wa-
It was a partnership,
it was
wasn't it?
partnership, yeah. So, but I believed in Virgil. So for me, it's about the head curator, who's that person
Right, okay,
there.
fine.
So it's like I would, if I could afford Louis,
You'd go down that
I'd
route.
go with Louis because I understand what Pharrell's doing
Is
right now.
Louis Vuitton or Louis someone else?
Louis Vuitton.
Because he's the head curator.
Yeah, Pharrell's head curator for Louis Vuitton.
Look at me, like I know what I'm talking
No,
about.
you don't
So-
actually-
No, I want to ask a question though. So I'm gonna deliberately aim it at you two. But what's your favorite brand?
That's a good question.
Ooh.
This guy flopped me. That was meant to be my last question.
Oh, really?
That's all right.
That's why we'll do it there. I'll go with the girl.
Brand.
Okay, 1 second. Ask the question again, please, bud.
Okay. So what's your you two? What's your favorite
Guess goes
brand?
first.
What are we talking about? Clothes or
Clothes,
shoes?
clothes. Not don't leave trainers alone.
That's a tough one. I've never been a slave to a brand. Like for me, it's about what makes me feel good. Like I don't have any mirrors in my house. I just
Vampire.
No, you are the funniest guest I think we've had. And we've had comedians. No, no.
I generally don't like. I think like we said about when you said about your answer about confidence. Like for me, if I think it looks good, it looks good. Because it's for me. It's not. I don't dress for anybody else. And I think my sister taught me that dress for you. Because if you carry it, like we said, if you wear it and it's confidence, like I used to wear bow ties back in the day, and people look at me like I was strange. Like, why are you wearing a blazer and bow ties? And because it's just me. I work with what's in my lane and what makes me look good and what I feel I look good. So there was a point in time that I was going very preppy. So I'd have the obviously polo shirt and the jumper over it and the shorts and then the boat shoes. That was my look. Because I enjoyed wearing it. So I think for me, being a brand, saying a brand would be tough. I couldn't say, I know what
Give us two. Just
I would say right now, that's a toughie. I'd say Fear of God's probably my standout pick because I pretty much live in that all every day. And if I'm honest with you, I'd say Uniqlo. I love a bit of Uniqlo.
Mine's an easy answer. I like Hugo,
Really?
but not necessarily Hugo Boss.
just Hugo.
Just Hugo.
Mm.
That's what I like.
But same company though.
Yeah,
No,
but
different brands.
they've
They're
changed.
separated.
They've split it up now.
Yeah.
Because there's
I didn't
Hugo,
know
there's
that.
Hugo Boss, and there's Hugo Orange, and there was Hugo Red,
Yeah,
and then there's Hugo.
And Hugo's Boss.
Hugo-
But you know,
Yeah.
you know Hugo Boss. You know you know how it started out. It was two designers who designed uniforms for German SS soldiers, Nazi soldiers.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Why I like it.
I don't know. I don't really. I can't really say I like a particular brand. You know what I mean? Like it'll always be something different. Like even recently, I've started.
What about from the code?
See, you interrupted. Recently, I've started to like some of the Diodora stuff. I don't have a lot of Diodora trainers, maybe 2 or 3. Like I wore a coat here, and it was the green one with the zip, and it's got the Diodora.
I don't pay that much attention.
But yeah, but that like it's cool, man. So I just buy it. But ultimately, it would be from the code, which is kind of disappeared, but it will be back in another form.
In the winter.
Talking of Theodora, when I was younger, that was probably one of my favourite brands for trainers. Yeah, it's crazy. But
because but
I had
Theodora,
a
for the
follow-up
man
question.
that knows, they were one of the only ones that would do molds.
Astros, yeah.
Molds and Astros.
I had the blue ones. I don't see the electric. I still probably got them somewhere. The electric blue with the.
So I had a follow-up question to that. So I just wanted to ask. So with that being said, which I wanted to find out you lot's brands, but what would be wrong with now wearing something plain? Because none of you actually said a brand that was like, I was expecting like a Nike or a Gucci or a Louis Vuitton.
wrong with any.
Do you know what I mean? But it's like, you could have worn, so whatever you've got out, or say, for example, your t-shirt, I could have printed that on the front of there and given that to you, and it could be a buddies wear. Why would you wear that? I could have ripped up
The
your
reason I'm
jeans as
wearing
well.
this t-shirt is because I dislike Drake with an absolute passion.
Drake.
Wow.
Yeah, I dislike him with passion.
So I understand what that t-shirt represents,
It's the Euphoria t-shirt.
which means
That's
The
the
song.
Kendrick track.
Oh, bloody hell.
So you've got the Euphoria there and the
What
Did
song,
You Know?
sorry?
That's
The
the
diss record.
diss record.
So you're
Lost me.
excited for Drake's
Album,
Iceman
15th.
album.
I
15th
can't wait
of
for it
May.
to come out to flop.
Really?
I cannot wait for it to
It
come out
won't
to flop.
Really?
I
won't
cannot
flop.
absolutely like I went to the Kendrick concert and I was like a kid in a candy store because I realized that for what I've said about years, and I know we can talk about culture versions of Drake, everyone else saw.
What's your hate for?
Because I sat there and watched like
just forgot who we were.
now you got comfortable.
Just remembered.
Yeah.
For me,
What?
if I'm honest with you, I've watched that man literally jump from every genre and just pillage and act like he actually does it. And for me, it's about the
So
bars. If you have to have someone write your bars, don't talk to me anymore.
That's a lot of people though, man.
That's
Yeah,
a lot
I
of people,
don't-
yeah,
I don't
and that's
know.
what exposed
Like,
recently.
as I said,
even your Kendrick.
Yeah.
But anyway, we won't even
Kendrick,
go into that.
no.
We
Kendrick
won't even go
writes.
into that.
He likes Drake.
I know the thing is, I'm a J. Cole fan more than
Yeah, I'm a
I'm
J. And I'm a J. Cole, huge J. Cole.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm a huge J. Cole fan because I did Drake's first tour when he was in Scotland. He brought J. Cole out, and I was like, "Oh, that's the guy. Who's this guy?" And they were like, "J. Cole," and that's when I found out about his first mixtape, and I was like, "Okay, fair enough. Then this is what it's about." For me, I've watched Drake literally. It's kind of like Drake for me is like another Charlie Sloth.
Oh, shit. I was on the roundup and I missed that one.
okay, right. So
Sorry, like
sorry, we're talking about fashion. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Thank you.
Right. So you mentioned Diodora. I want to ask you: is there anything that you guys still have from back in the day that you still have, and it's like your standout piece? Like, I can't get rid of this. I'm not selling it. I'm not giving it away. I'm not passing it down to my younger. It's just mine.
my LA Gears.
LA Gears.
I got some Reebok ERS.
Ooh.
What?
I don't know what they're called. They're just some bad boy Reebok ERS. And they were purple.
Mad.
Ooh.
I've still got my black top pumps, the highs.
Oh, is it?
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
crazy.
Oh,
Crazy. I can't fit it. I think they're 5.5. But I got, you know what it is? I don't throw anything away. Trainer wise, it doesn't make sense. You don't throw anything away. I've got Hirachis, the first ones that came out when they first came out. I've got those ones, the ones that we saw Mike Tyson in. I've got those. Like what else was there? The Jordan 5s when they came out. I've still got them. They're small and they're crumbling. But I don't throw stuff away. And my partner will tell you that as well.
I can't throw shoes away.
I got a pair of Dunlops
My thing.
at home. I just loved them when they came out. They were just so
Trainers or
comfortable.
tires?
Yeah.
Too easy today,
Probably
innit?
both. Probably both.
Oh.
But yeah, I've got the trainers, and they were the ones without the laces and whatnot. I just loved them. They were quite cheap, comfortable, but they go with so many things. I just loved them.
Buddy?
Hang on. I lash it away.
He follows fashion.
Not following fashion, bro. That's such a weak statement.
You know what? Buddy probably does follow
It's
fashion.
a follow
Out of
fashion.
all of us, I
Yeah.
think Buddy
Yeah.
follows fashion.
I'm not wearing these no more because they're not in fashion no more.
That's also not true. So, but to run with what narrative you want to run with.
No, it's you, but we're asking you the question.
I'm telling you that's not the truth. But you want to run with your narrative, run with your narrative. I mean, it's a foolish statement. But anyway, carry on.
Go on, Tongo.
I've got a pair of SC2s, Bo Jacksons,
What colour?
light blue and grey.
Someone watching this podcast is going to be actually really excited or really bored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no
I
middle ground in this one.
I apologize.
But it's all right.
But we're on a subject. We've quite all of us mentioned quite a few trainers. JJ,
Mhm.
you have an event called Pretty Shoe Corner.
Indeed, I do.
How did that come about?
It's
What?
funny enough. I
Brought
have
it
to
on.
thank two people for actually pushing me to do it. Because I was always that person that was always scared of doing things. I stayed in retail 20 years because I was comfortable. And I had every bad experience. I was called a token hire.
My thing.
I've literally been told that my staff look too hip hop or my stores are too urban by the owners of companies I've worked for. And I stayed because I didn't want to come out of my comfort zone. And I think the last job I had a 27-year-old kid turn around and told me, all you're here to do is open my store and close my store. And that's it.
Wow.
Is that the person that owned the company?
So basically he started it him and his brother started as a university project. It blew up. And then they obviously opened the store and I was managing the store and he turned around and told me that. I looked at him and I was like, I've literally brought your sales up 142% and I'm only worth opening the store. And he looked at me dead in my face and said, yeah. And I was like, okay, this is the last day I'm going to be here. And I quit. And then I went
You
home.
didn't burn nothing.
In
Don't listen to Anarchy Reign.
Don't listen to him.
You know what I mean?
It depends.
Everything would have been 50% off that day.
No, I would have turned up the next
But
day.
table though.
You really would
I would
have
have turned up the next day to work, and then
there's
everything.
a lot of
and then it would have got.
there's a lot of free stuff that
Yeah, everything's 50% off.
let's just say that. Let's say that.
So-
Everyone was happy.
So
Everyone was
What
happy.
is Pretty Shoe Corner?
It's a sneaker event primarily, but it's for the culture. So basically,
Isn't it a trainer event?
I knew you were coming with that. I knew it. Okay,
That's
a
my
sneaker
team.
and trainer event.
Well, maybe you get away with it because you lived in America.
Yeah.
But it's not a popular opinion, I have a real gripe with people calling trainers sneakers
Me too.
and shoes.
Snickers.
Shoes, 100% agree with you, but you've also got to remember.
So people call trainers shoes.
Yes.
Yes, some
Okay.
people do. But
This
you
is
also
how far removed I am.
That's like a bus.
you've also got to remember the culture of trainer sneakers. You're called a sneakerhead. That started from the States, so it's not your trainer head. I understand in the UK it's trainers. Like I always get caught, and I'm like, oh, my friend, my business partner, obviously Rico, who I'm doing Pretty Shoe Corner with, he's like trainers. I'm like, nah, sneakers. He's like, bro, it's trainers. Stop doing it to annoy me. And that was the thing. Like for my event that I'm doing, it's we've got an art section. I've got the corner, which basically you can trade stuff in there. For me, it was about having a pure bit of the culture of realizing that London is fashionable. Like I think, like we were talking about, everyone's cookie cutter. Like you go down West End right now, everyone looks the same. So it was those people that wanted to stand out, those people that wanted to go to an event. They were like, I can wear my best shoes, I can wear my best outfit, and I may be able to get those shoes I really want. Or I can get an art piece, or I can get someone that's making rugs, or I can find a label of someone that's I don't even know, but they're making tracksuits or making this. And I thought, oh, let's do it. So my partner and my Rico, my business partner, was like, why don't you do it? And I was like, I'm scared. And I was 100% scared because I was like, even doing this podcast is scary to me because I don't like to put myself out there. Like Tongo knows, people didn't know where I used to live because I was a ghost. Like, where's JJ? I don't know. Like, where does JJ live? I don't know. Because it was easier for me to be that way. So to kind of put myself out there and be like, this is my passion. I wanted to do something that I loved. Like I wanted my daughter to look at me and go, Daddy's doing what he loves. Because when we were together, all she ever saw was, oh my God, I hate this job. Oh my God, I hate being here. I hate doing this. And I think I've seen so many people, my business partner, he gave me the push to do it because I saw him literally leave his corporate job in the city and go, I want to be a PT. And then go, I want to be a model. And then go, I want to be an actor. And I'm like, bro, that's a bit dangerous, And he was like, no, but I believe in myself. So it was really just me believing in myself. And I think the reason why it came apart, because I knew so many people within retail. Being in West End and all around, it was 20 years of just meeting people like The first person that ever slept outside a store in the UK is one of my closest friends, Jules. He slept outside for the PlayStation 2. And he was literally king of trainers. I know, obviously, one of my people. You have Sneaker 01, same again. These are all foundation people that people don't realize have been there from the fruition of what real sneaker culture is. They were the first ones that were queuing outside. Sneaker culture. They were the first ones sneaker trainer culture were really about. And that's the thing, like I'm at present trying to get a documentary of it to realize what UK culture is, because there is a wide spectrum of fashion when it comes to shoes that London has, and London specifically, have gone through. Like, you remember the 95 is a staple piece of Liverpool, as you can clearly see. But what's London's staple piece of shoe? We've had so many shoes.
So many.
The TN or the Air Max
TNs.
Plus?
95s,
Definitely TNs.
90s.
This for me. No one can sit there and go, what's that? But you can go Newcastle, Manchester, you can go that piece, that piece, that piece. In Manchester, I'd say it's the Gazelles. Maybe, probably, yeah, the Gazelles. Liverpool, it's the 95. There's so many, but London, it's kind of become so cosmopolitan and mismashy. It was, for me, it was like, okay, well, let me just do an event where people can just be themselves and get shoes, catch some joke, eat some food, and have some fun.
So it's not just a reselling event.
Nah, it's about the culture. So I've got people that do art. I've got an artist that's selling his artwork. I've got a girl that's making custom made rugs. I've got people that have their own fashion brands. I've got a guy who makes hats. Like, it's everything for the culture. It's not just the sneakers bit, trainers bit is the big bit of the pulling in, but it's about everything. And as I said, for me, it was going to these events and seeing that no one looked like me.
So where is it going to be?
It's in St Andrew's Club in Westminster. So basically that's on 12 Old Pye Street. And it's basically May the 31st. So it's the first one. Support will be helpful and loved.
That's why you're here talking about
That's
it.
why I'm here, obviously. But for me, it was just like, I wanted to just do something, if I'm honest, for kids as well. Like, I want them to see that, you know what, like, you'd be surprised how many stores I've worked in, and people have come in to bring in their CV, and I've gone, oh, excuse me, what the manager is? And I'm like, I'm a manager. And you're like, you're the manager, you're a black guy. And it's another black guy, a kid telling me that, because they're so unknown, to be like, oh, you can be a manager. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, why wouldn't you think you can be a... Well, I don't see that. So for me, it was like, well, let them see someone doing something. And as I said, for me, it's if it works, if it fails, whatever, I've tried. And that's the main important thing to me, that I can sit there and put my name
when it works.
When it works.
Right.
There we go.
Okay.
When it works, and then I can sit there. But it's really, I said, like, my boy Rico and my missus, like, they really put the battery in my back. My missus was sitting there on ChatGPT going, like, this is what you do. Rico was like, okay, cool, I'll invest in it. Let's do that. And if I didn't have those two beliefs, I probably would have been sitting there like, I can do it. Because I've sat there and watched made companies millions. Idea after idea after idea after idea, and got nothing from it. One of my closest friends, I don't know if you remember the Nike, when they redone Niketown, the football section, when they had the old cage, Sean Ross came up with that. Sean Ross came up with that. And literally they stole his idea, and that was his university state dissertation.
Oh my
and
gosh.
They took it. And I was like, wow, you've marketed that around the world. And didn't give him a dime. And I started to realize, when you're doing all these things, I'm giving someone else money who's making money for my culture, but then not putting it back into my culture. But they take. And I realized within fashion, and I'm not scared to say this, they love us when we're buying, don't love us in a store. The amount of stores I've worked in, they don't want us in that store, but they want us to spend. So for me, it was like, well, if you're going to spend in-house, spend with us. Like, if you're going to come to me, come to someone else, or maybe this person, that person. It's not an event there is only black people, don't get me wrong. But for me, it's about highlighting what we can do as a culture and highlighting what we can do as a people as well.
So on that note, let everyone know where they can find you, what your socials are.
So it will be Pretty Shoe Corner on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Pretty Shoe Corner LDN on Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, run most of those socials there. So have a look. There's a couple of videos of me. There's a lot of videos of me going on my different pairs of shoes. But as I said, for me, it's just a fun day out for everyone.
Trainers, you mean?
So what's the aim? What's the vision for the event?
The vision
So
is,
let's say this goes well. No, when it goes well.
this is about London. This is about putting London on. This is about sitting there going, London has something which is only London. It's not a tour. It's not, we're going to go to Cologne. We're going to go to Egypt. We're going to go here. It's staying in London. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And in the end of the day, more independence can come in, brands and so on and so forth. And we just keep building from there.
So give us dates and times again.
So it is the 31st of May. It's 12 till obviously 5, which is a Sunday. It's free parking. The reason why we had the event before, we decided to obviously do free parking. So it's West End. It's bank holiday weekend. It's a fun day out, man. Like, come and have fun. And that's the main thing. You don't have to buy shoes, but you can just have a enjoy and be shoes. You don't have to buy shoes, trainers, sneakers, whatever you want to call it. But you can just come and experience something that is just different. And it's not about, I can put it in the sense of the money for me. And that's what people don't realize. It's about the love. Like, I can sit here and talk to Rain for 3-4 hours about shoes, quite contented. I went to my friend Rico's for Christmas and I sat there and spoke about shoes for 2.5 hours to kids and didn't even realize.
So, quickly, last question before we wrap up the podcast for today. So, what arguably, Crep City, I think it's called?
Yeah.
Crep City, yeah.
Yeah, Crep City is arguably the biggest sneaker event in the UK. In relation to that, where do you aim to be?
Bigger.
Bigger?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to be bigger in London. My dream is to do like the Olympic
Park.
or Olympic Park, or do XL Centre and do something to that level, to where it's just like you have a section of independent brands that are coming out with their trainers or clothing or whatever it may be, so I can put people on. Like, I'm tired of hearing the stories of, bro, I don't even know how to get my label. And okay, bro, come to my event. Like, I reached out to, I don't know if you saw online, the woman whose bookshop was closing down in Brighton.
Yes.
I reached out to her.
Come get a table. Something.
Yeah, come get a table. Like, it's free. Come get a table. Come get some books. Like, that's what it's about for me.
Oh, so the tables and whatnot, it's free for
No,
everyone?
well, not everybody, but for me,
Right, okay.
for certain people, yeah.
Yeah, okay. In that
Of course,
kind of
it's
scenario,
tables are like 150, where even with that, well, I made a choice to make it that price, because in the other events they're £300.
So how can people get hold of you if they want to have a table?
Literally everything is on our Instagram. There's a link tree on there, so you just click on there, become a vendor, and I am literally controlling the social media, and I will get back to you straight away. But it's a thing of where, like, I just want people to enjoy what's coming for no other reason.
So is there food available there and stuff
There
like
will
that?
be food available.
Okay, cool.
I heard a rumor that there's a raffle going for a pair of trainers. Where
There is a raffle going for a pair.
where can I get those free tickets? I mean,
They will be at the event. I am raffling off a pair of Wu-Tang Dunks signed by Capadonna.
Oh, nice.
So that will be...
You know, to me, that means nothing, bro.
Yeah.
All I know is I want
You
a
could
free
have
ticket.
said, you could have said,
Should have said a method, man.
you could have said ice cream.
yeah. Should have said
There's a free
no.
ice cream dipped in,
Drink one.
with peanuts with a flake. I'm like, rah, I'm coming to that. Right, cool.
Okay, JJ, thank you so much for coming to the eMpTy podcast. Give him a round of applause. You've been an excellent guest. Right, we've covered the subjects of fashion. It's been up and down, back and forth. There's so much more we can discuss, so much more we haven't spoken about. I think there's going to need to be a part 2. But I want everyone to just give a last word regards to fashion before we go. And I want each of you to give a fashion tip. Yeah?
Cool.
I'm going to start with you, Sirelli. What are we seeing?
All right, fashion tip. I don't really believe in fashion like that. I think it's more an expression. So I think your fashion should be your expression. Whatever you feel comfortable in, wear. Don't follow the brands. Don't follow what everyone else is wearing. Be an individual. Express yourself however you want to. And that's kind of my thing as well. Growing up, Citrus, you yourself, Tongo, we went through so many crazes. We followed things and whatnot. And then it took us a while to find our own identities where we say, you know what, it's not about that. It's
We've done a
about
few
what...
exclusives though.
Yeah, we went for a couple. I mean, there's stories, there's times, there's pictures. Certain people sprayed shoes.
Kung Fu Suits is the winner.
Yeah. Going carnival Kung Fu suits and a luminous green.
I went to go superhero carnival.
Yeah, so you know, it's an expression, and every single one of those events and those times that we wore those things, was a memorable time, as Tongo's just alluded to. It's about expressing yourself. A lot of people grow out of it, so enjoy it while you can, and just have fun.
I would say when it comes to fashion, be comfortable being you. Don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about people think. At the end of the day, if you can walk out, and if you do have a mirror in your house, of course, and feel good, that's all that counts. Like, it doesn't have to be this expensive thing. It's just about being able to be happy with you. My fashion tip, guys, stop putting your belts into your t-shirts into your belts. You look stupid.
Hey, there's so much around that, you know.
Rain?
Listen,
I ain't got no fashion tips, man, but it's just a question to JJ. So 2 questions. Favorite pair of trainers in your collection and the rarest pair?
favorite pair are probably these ones right now. My rarest pair are my. Ooh, there's probably. I'll say my Red Octobers.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
What
So
are Red Octobers?
basically,
Kanye,
before Kanye was with Adidas, he was with Nike, and he came out of red's my favorite color, so that's why it's always red. So he came out a pair of shoes he called the Red Octobers, and they have always been my favorite pair
So
of
what?
shoes.
Google it, Silent. What are they?
They literally kind of a Jordany 4-ish looking, but it's like a hybrid. It looks
He designed his own silhouette.
yeah,
They
it's
allowed
a
him to
silhouette. So
design
think of
his
it.
own
It
silhouette.
kind of looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what I've always said of it. If you think of it like the end, it's a very weird shoe, but it's just a very beautiful shoe. And for me, it's about the construction.
Red
So
Octobers.
Red October, yeah?
Google it.
Guys,
Yeah, yeah,
Google Red Octobers. Have a look. You'll learn all about it. All right. Citrus?
Rain, can you answer your own question?
Rarest. Probably the Cause 4s, Jordan 4 Cause 4s. There's an artist called
What, the silk? The grey one?
Cause, the grey ones, yeah.
Ooh. Do they actually glow in the dark? I've never actually seen them.
Yeah, they do. They're really cool. So a New York artist that does a lot of fashionable bits, does a lot of work with Uniqlo. Then bought out a pair of trainers, which were the Jordan 4s. They were grey. Very, very, very hard to get hold
There's a
of.
black one as well, isn't there?
There was a black one, but they were supposed to be the friends and family, but they're easy. They're a lot cheaper. The Cause 4s in DS condition. Who knows what they go for?
Sorry, what is DS condition?
Dead stock, brand new.
Okay. See,
The meaning of it doesn't make sense, but anyway.
£12,000 at the present moment.
Then my most favorite, I've got a pair of the first Air Max 1 clots. They're just it's a grey trainer, but it came in a special box, and it's got the imprint of a foot underneath it. I might dig them out and wear them so you can see them, but they're quite cool.
Sorry, and my one in fashion is if you see something in fashion and you like fashion, you don't necessarily have to go to the same stores to buy that £500 white t-shirt. Do you know what I mean? You can replicate fashion in your own way and put your own twists on it. So I'll never say don't follow fashion if that's what you like. If you like it, just find a way to make it work for you, because as soon as you put your own twists on it, the price comes down dramatically. And you can also be fashionable, open and close brackets, or speech marks. You can be fashionable, but also be an individual.
Okay. That's your fashion tip as well. Yeah?
Yep.
All in one, wrapped up in one. Nice, I like it. Buddy.
Use fashion to express who you are.
I was going to say Liverpool.
I was going to say, bro.
He is expressive who he is.
yeah,
He's a Liverpool fan.
exactly.
There we go.
It's like, I know that.
Let me
I've
see it,
commented
let me
about
see it.
Arsenal around here already.
Yeah.
All right, no football. Any comments about the subject itself?
No, it went well. It was a good subject.
Okay, all right. Mine would be, I think fashion is about, as everyone's mentioned, expression and being yourself. Sometimes follow the trend, sometimes make your own trend. I'd say mix and match designers with your Primark or your, I don't know, Ridley Market or whatever.
Mad Ridley.
Yeah, man, anything,
I'm
man.
not Ridley, boy. You're
Yeah,
going
no,
to pieces in Ridley.
Look,
You got to let him
right,
do.
in my opinion, it's always you wear the clothes don't wear you.
Mad.
Yeah? And my fashion tip would be my fashion tip would
That
be
was your fashion tip, bro.
no. My fashion tip would be
You don't have to have one if you
Wear a belt, man, and put it in the right place. You don't have to be in your bottom. What the hell?
Right.
Say no more.
This has been the eMpTy podcast, and if the glass ain't full,
Oh shit.
Oh my lord.
We're finished.
Yeah.